comfy? Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Holy crap.
Last thing.
It's just a funny little
Was it a toot or was it a...
No, it was the
Okay.
chair.
The chair is just
The chair goes.
The chair goes.
Okay.
All right, tell me about pizza.
Pizza! Fire and Ice, part 2.
That's right.
I
I ate way too much of it.
ate so much.
I don't think I had enough. I think
Did you even try all 4?
no.
Oh no.
Sorry.
All right, what did we get?
We got 4 large pizzas, and we actually pretty much finished them this time, which I was impressed
Yeah.
by. I think because Aunt Jan and Uncle Nate helped us more than last time. We got a Kirby, which is the one with goat's cheese and fennel sausage. We got a Harmon, which is the one, it's like a margarita, but they put Parmesan on it. We got a Bob, which has wild mushrooms. And then we got something called a Prince, which had prosciutto, arugula, and figs on it. Every pizza that we had, except for the margarita, was a white sauce, or not really much of a sauce
I
at all.
liked that. I was very pleased.
They seem to do that style of pizza more than really any of their other styles,
my
and I
language.
love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. None of these pizzas were gut bombs. I don't feel acidic and like burpy. I'm full, but I'm not like gross full. Like,
Yeah.
like I didn't eat that much Pizza Hut, and I felt so deeply disgusting
Yeah.
after eating Pizza Hut.
And I think part of that is the ingredients too, and also just that it's so thin, but it's still
Those crusts are so thin. I don't know
Yeah.
how they get them that thin. That's crazy for a hand-tossed pizza.
yeah. But I was very pleased after finishing. I was like, I don't feel weighed down at all, but I feel like I ate enough, so
Yeah,
that's
right.
a welcome feeling.
Let's see. The fennel sausage, I like that. Didn't taste super anisey.
Nope.
Then I don't
Nope.
like that flavor.
Not too much anise.
It had a little bit of a kick to it, not a ton, but a little bit, and I like that. The mushrooms, I thought that was a good flavor. I enjoyed that.
It had a lot of roasted garlic on it, which I was a fan of.
My only issue was there was a little bit of garlic on one of the crusts that had just kind of been sprinkled on there, and I think it got a little too done, and
like,
the flavor
bitter.
was a little but in the main part of the pizza, it was tasty. The margarita was probably my least favorite, but it was still good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I've had margaritas other places. This Fire and Ice has been good at giving me pizzas that I wouldn't have thought of, like gorgonzola or fig, which that one was the highlight.
Yeah,
for me.
that was super good.
The figs almost tasted like. Shay and I have been messing around with like red wine sauces,
Oh, hell yeah. Very cool.
and it reminded me of that.
Yep,
That kind of flavor.
wonder if
Very
they're
very
marinated.
sweet, very.
that's
Very
what I was
fruity.
thinking.
What else was on that one? There was onions on that one?
It was onions, prosciutto, like cooked prosciutto, arugula. I don't know what kind of cheese they used for that one.
There was some other kind of meat on it, I thought, as well as the.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Anyways, that one was darn tasty.
It was super good,
That
yeah.
was my favorite. And I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet and say 5s all around. My only issue, and this was not within our control, was that we
Yeah.
had to reheat it. We had some car issues, so
Yeah.
by the time we got it back, it was cold and we had to
Mm-hmm.
reheat it. And it had been fully baked. It wasn't like their
They're
half baked
half-baked,
thing,
yeah.
which they do. We thought we would be fine. It just
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
I would have
so
rather
it's
had
not
it the way we had it last time, where it wasn't this, like the
Mm-hmm.
crust was dry.
It was very crunchy.
Yeah,
It was, personally, I love it because I'm a cracker crust person, but I understand that's not the consensus. I wish it would have been more bready.
Yeah.
yeah.
And parts of it was still bready,
Mm-hmm.
but when it's so thin, it's a fine line between still bready and then
Crisp.
and then super crisp.
So not a knock against them, a knock against
Yeah.
my car. Damn you,
Our
car.
new car.
Car.
So yeah, but I'll give it a 5 again.
Sweet.
Even with the crust being a little
Yeah.
a little dry, and a little extra chewy. I think because it was so dry. Uh,
The taste of the crust, especially like the underside where it wasn't like the dried out exterior crust, is so delicious. Like their dough is absolutely spot on.
yes.
Molly.
Yeah, it was pizza. It was good.
That's all you need to
traditional
say
Molly
about that.
fashion.
Yeah, I give it a 5.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. Like I said, I only had like 2 of the pizzas. I had 1 bite of the arugula one, and that was very tasty. And I think I was just scared of that one because it looked like I was gonna have trouble eating it, and that scares me away sometimes. But it was very, very tasty.
Hell yeah.
And I liked the one with the sausage, I think, the best. What was that other one that was white sauce that had like onions and spinach on it?
That was the arugula one, right?
There was another one on the
no,
left.
No. Yeah, that was the one with, that was the Bob. That was the one with the mushrooms.
That was tasty.
It had like little
too.
pieces of basil on it.
Yeah, I liked that. It was all really good. And like, I agree with the crust thing, but I don't think that was a huge deal.
Yeah. I felt bad that we missed out on it because their crust
Yeah.
is so good when it's
It
not
was still
like
tasty.
too
I just
crispy.
I think part of me just wanted more flavor. Like, I didn't get a lot of flavor in the bread part of it for some reason. And I don't know if I just needed like butter garlic on it, or maybe that's just like
Actually, yeah.
Domino's
No,
talking.
I could have gone for that.
That's the only thing that I'm like, I felt was lacking, because usually I eat all of the crust, but this time I kind of had it piled up on my plate. I'm like, I don't really want
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
It was just really crunchy, which just
I,
Yeah.
I think the texture was tough to get through, but I also think that like when you cook a doughy crust like that too much, you lose
think my
whatever
dad's here,
flavor
by the
it would give.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think we had this thought about, God, was it? I think it was one of the frozen pizzas where they were talking about like, oh, the crust is the point. It's gonna have this great flavor, but it's so dry and cooked out that you lose the flavor anyways.
One of the ones that we reviewed?
I thought so.
Or was it
I
something
don't
else?
remember.
I don't remember. It was something we talked about on the podcast, but I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. It might not have been the frozen pizzas, but I think we had that point where, even if you have a good dough, that would be tasty.
Was it my sourdough that I did?
It was
Where I
because-
stretched it way too thin?
and it just got too crispy where you
Yeah.
can't taste the flavor
Yep.
anyways. So it's like
It would have been better as like a puffy Neapolitan style crust. Like that
Right.
would have been delicious.
super big bubbles inside. So you can So I think that was kind of the issue with this one, is that like, I agree, if it's going to be this consistency, it would be nice if there was a little bit of butter garlic on it
Yeah.
to give it back some of that flavor that you lose.
Well,
with
and
it
just to
being-
soften it up. Again, this is this is an us problem. Like
Yeah.
it's my fault that it was like this. So it's not a knock against Fire and Nice. Again, like the only errors associated with Fire and Nice, in my opinion, are user errors.
If they're
And
too far from us, that's
That's the
their
problem.
problem. They should really think about fixing.
They should
that.
have another. They should have a location right across the street from your guys' place. I would very much like for us to actually dine in the restaurant.
And as soon as COVID's over, we're
there.
I want to experience this place.
It's a sweet restaurant. They have an open kitchen. They take care of the pizza so well. Like I would just love to eat in their restaurant. Yeah, I'm excited to do that in the future. Conclusion.
In conclusion, can I do a 4.5?
Yeah.
Okay, and a 4.5.
I love this pizza. This pizza is the best pizza in Minneapolis, hands down.
really
The
is.
the only problems today was the car, and I should have gotten a pizza with gorgonzola cream on it. 5 stars out of 5. 5 slices out of 5.
Man, am I
I
bringing down the average?
No, don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You can do it.
I think we're narrowing in on the best ones that they have. And
Yeah.
it's surprisingly not the traditional ones. It's
Yeah.
the gorgonzola.
I have to say, my favorite is the margarita pizza.
Really?
Okay.
It's the best cheese pizza I've ever had.
I didn't think it was bad. I like the other ones.
Yeah.
I think that they were more interesting.
I don't think it tastes better. I think it's a very pure margarita.
Oh yeah,
And I just
it's
love-
so nice to have when we're able to have their dough the way it's supposed to be. That style of dough, very good bread with fresh just tomatoes, just cheese, nothing too fancy. Just put it on. That's why I love punch. It's the simplicity of it. It's just all of the ingredients are able to just kind of shine.
And punch is still another reigning champion of ours, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, good ingredients really make the pizza experience. Like you can do a lot with like crappy ingredients, a la Little Caesars, but like I think the cincher for me is like just quality. Like
Yeah.
it's so necessary. But yeah, what were you saying about us narrowing it?
Well, I think that we all seem to agree that the Gorgonzola pizza was a highlight.
Oh my
and
god, yeah.
I think when we have Fire Nights again, I have to have that.
I thought I just kind of blindly ordered the fennel sausage,
Well, it was
thinking
good to
the
try other
Gorgonzola cream.
things.
We had the fennel sausage or the margarita last time.
So
I
what
should've-
was the mushroom was a new one?
I made up one.
Okay.
I made up one with bacon, onions, or just onions, gorgonzola cream, and cheese. It was like an a la carte, Mm-hmm. So I should have just ordered that again, because that was honestly, I think, everybody's favorite.
It was, yeah.
So, again, my mistake.
That one I really enjoyed the one I said was my favorite, the
With the arugula?
Yeah.
I liked the
Kitty.
different meats. The arugula itself was nice for a little freshness, and then
Arugula's always great.
Chips.
it was the dates. The dates.
Figs, I think, yeah.
Um,
Maybe it
those-
was dates. I don't know. Something so sweet fruit, yeah.
isn't like a date,
It's like dried. Figs are usually fresh. Not always though.
but is it the same fruit? Like a date is just a dried fig? Or?
No.
Figs are so good just
Figs are
on their
really
own.
good.
Like, have you ever had a fig from a market and you just like bite into it?
If it's nice and fresh.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
delicious.
insane. Yeah. I don't know what dates are. They're big stone fruits. Figs are like small
So-
and soft.
Well, whatever it ended up
dates
being.
are like raisins to me.
They're made the same way, yeah.
Yeah, but prunes they have seeds in it, like they're fresher. So, did I say prunes? I meant
You
figs.
said prunes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about prunes because I also don't like prunes, but figs are the things that are good. All the other ones are just raisins in disguise.
My only interaction with prunes is there's this Pop Tropica map that I used to play.
Yeah.
And it's like Murder on the Orient Express, like their interpretation of like, ooh, train with all these famous old people.
Yeah.
And it was like you had to give this guy prune juice so that he would leave his room so you can investigate.
So he could
Nice.
poop.
Yeah, prune juice helps though.
Molly, what's your
That's
score?
funny.
5.
Okay. 4.875.
Sorry,
Very good
guys.
score. Oh, don't apologize.
Good,
It's fine.
good score. Yeah.
Good score. Good score.
Good, not
good
as
as
good
it
as
gets.
last time, but still good. Someone had to bring down
damn
the
good,
average
yeah.
to account for us not having that
to
gorgonzola.
be realistic, yeah, not account for the gorgonzola. Hey, it's pleasure based. It's not.
I think it was good to try the mushrooms. I don't need it again,
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
but it was tasty. I just think that like I was saying, we're narrowing in on what I think are the best things we can get there.
Mhm.
And I think it's that gorgonzola margarita. Everyone enjoys that.
I love it.
And like I said, I like the
The prosciutto one.
yeah,
That was called the Prince, I think.
I like the Prince.
That was great pizza.
Cool. Well, 4.875.
Woo!
Thanks, Fire and Ice.
Bye.
Fut nuts.
Bye. So my dad followed us on Twitch,
You watching?
and I looked at the viewers, and he was here for a little bit.
When?
So I said, "Hi, Dad," but I don't know if he knows how to use it, and also it doesn't say that he's here anymore.
Yeah, he's
so
not.
When
he was like, "Oh, she saw
He
me."
was here today.
Yeah, he was just watching us
Aw.
like
She saw me. I
10
have to
minutes
go.
ago. Yeah.
That's cute.
Like,
Would
I
he care if I
noticed him.
swore?
Probably not. I kept telling Gavin like the only ones he can listen to are Avatar right now because he gets very
And not
offended.
the pizza reviews.
Yes.
Where does that come from? Is he just sensitive?
I don't know. He's just...
Is your dad kind of like prohibitive?
No, they're not at all. I think it's just his personality. It's just
Okay.
him.
That's interesting.
He's just a sweet, pure boy. Look at you, sniffing all the chips.
Charles.
Aww.
Okay. Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
Got all our chip bowls and whatnot.
I might need a water. Real quick.
Okay.
On your way back, can you get me a...
Cherry Coke?
No, actually, I want one of the Mountain Dews.
You also
Oh.
get
I
me
know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, who needs water when there's carbonated soda?
I have my water, but it's in the couch.
couch water.
Couch
Ew.
water is the best water.
Wait, I want it?
No, it's empty.
What are you giving it to me for?
Because you have a bowl.
America, fuck yeah.
Well, Dad, Fletcher, if you
I'm
see
sorry.
my dad
It
in
broke.
the thing,
I'll let you know.
hello.
Just turn it up. Fletcher.
How could you?
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
All right, stop. Just. Okay, stop touching it.
I
Stop.
feel better if I
let
stop
go.
touching it, it's gonna fall down.
Oh, perfect.
Aww.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. You bumped my arm. I bumped it with my arm.
No, you were doing a good thing for
It
all
bumped
of us.
my arm.
It bumped
It got
my
in
arm.
way.
I blame it, not me.
My tummy's gonna hurt so bad.
Hell yeah.
Sunday nights are for the aches.
Sucks, man. That's rough, buddy.
That is. More of these in here because we're gobbling them up.
Those cheese puffs are good.
They are good, and they are nice and soft, which is
They are.
nice.
Good thing I got the giant bag.
I
of them.
know.
Mm-hmm. Always get the party bag. Come on.
And what a beautiful bowl, right?
Here's a cool bowl.
Okay, everybody ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Let me. In character.
God, fire,
You need to practice your convoys.
air. It's all chill in California, dude. Water. Earth. My friend Panook the Avatar is the master of all four elements. The sages say the Avatar is supposed to unite the nations of the world and bring peace to all. But the Fire Nation is run by criminals. The air nomads hide in their temples. The water tribes built great walls around themselves, and there has been civil war in the Earth Kingdom for hundreds of years. But now, something is different. The tides are changing, and I think that soon, peace will come at last.
Book 1, Past. Chapter 7, Dust and Dirt.
Gross.
What happened last time?
We broke into... Actually, we didn't break into. We just walked right on in.
Well, the first thing that happened
That's true.
was we were on our way to Wally, and we saw a tower, a piece of a building in the middle of the road. And after looking at it for a while, we turned a corner and we saw that Wally had been completely leveled. Looks like it was earthbenders that did it, like a large group of earthbenders. That seemed to be likely. And we saw a notice board that Tongi, who was the resistance fighter who we were going to join up with, is going to be executed today.
A friend of Panook's.
Friend of Panook's, right? In another town. I'm trying to remember the name of that town.
Shinpei. No, Shinpei is the dude.
Yeah. Jan Yu.
Okay.
So we went there quickly.
Scurried on over.
What happened in
'Cause he
the
was-
city?
There was a whole party going on. They were excited to execute him publicly. And we thought, it's been a while since we've partied. Let's head on in.
We've earned this.
Yeah, we've earned this.
I deserve this.
So we went in, and it was crowded, and there's music playing, and there's lots of food vendors, which Khan and Ria really loved.
Woo.
Spent all of our money there.
I'm broke.
And what was our first line of action? It was like go to the
Cabbage pancakes.
Oh yeah, the first line of action was food, of course. Second thing we did, I thought, was either look for a map, like a "You Are Here" map, or maybe that was the third thing. And then we went to like the
asked
police
around.
quarters. Yeah.
That
Ask
will,
around.
yeah, us trying to talk to people and get them to. We tried to get in with the band.
Yeah.
I tried to get one of the band boys to be my
that was
fan.
after, but
that didn't
yeah.
work at all.
We tried like 5 different things.
We did other
We
things?
were the
Oh.
first thing we did was go over by the police people, and then because
Well,
we
yes,
didn't
I
even know
think-
where
I
they
think
were
the problem
keeping
is
them.
Khan didn't try anything. He just wanted
That's a good point.
pancakes.
So while you guys were
Var-
drinking and
Var was
eating,
doing all sorts.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I forgot
all right,
what
what
the
do we
point
do
was.
next? So then we were at like the security office, and as a few of the security dudes were walking out, they were like, "Yeah, my shift's about to change. We keep him in the center. We keep him at
This
the."
is just what you were doing.
Yeah, this is what I was doing while you guys were in
Yeah.
line getting food. So, and then he said that they keep him in the center of the town. So then I was like, hey guys, finish up your food. We gotta go. And so the band was playing right on top of where like the jail cells were or something. And so then we were like, what if we make a distraction? And that's when Khan tried to flirt with one of the band members. And too bad he didn't like dogs. He didn't like turtle dogs.
He didn't like dogs. I unleashed Draco on him.
That's right.
And he was not about it.
Usually he's a magnet for
Draco has always been
Romantic partners,
a
but-
romantic partner magnet for Khan,
but absolutely not this time.
regrettably.
And then we were like, okay, Ria's gonna go, since she's the youngest of us and the hippest, she's just gonna go chat with people. And then she tried to start a riot.
She called it a mosh pit, but she just started
It was
hitting
just
people.
a riot, yeah.
That's not a mosh pit. That's just fighting.
The music didn't even get any like better or louder. They just kept playing normally, except people were punching each other. That didn't really work either. But meanwhile, you guys were doing that.
It did work.
It kind of worked.
It kind of worked. That's true. And then
So
I
we got
snuck
arrested.
in.
And that worked. We got arrested.
We all met at the same place, but we did it in different ways. So you guys got arrested.
We got arrested.
And
You-
I snuck in because everybody was coming out.
Right.
The security guards were going the other way. So I snuck in. And then we met in the hallway.
I think it was a flawless plan because how could you have snuck in if
If
they
I didn't
all
get it-
had
You
to,
had it
if they
made.
weren't
So
out
I'm
there
glad
getting
that,
them?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of proactive.
And also, how would if you had all been arrested, how would you guys have escaped?
Exactly.
If you hadn't been there to.
I love that.
That's right. Flawless plan from the
Yeah,
DM's
flawless
DM's
plan.
mouth. He said it.
You guys walked down the hallway with the people in the middle, the guards in the middle, and then I kind of like closed off their like exit point or whatever, and then we fought in the hallway, which was really cool.
Hey, you. Let's fight.
And then we found Tong Yi, which was really bloodied and beat up looking, but there was our first bender that we had to fight, and it
Ugh,
was an
so
earthbender.
embarrassing.
And
I was humiliated.
yeah,
It was-
Khan was suffering
Here's what's
a little.
funny though, it's you. I looked at your stats.
And you took me?
I just took your stats
Oh,
and your
That's
spells.
so sad.
So you got your butt handed to you by yourself.
By yourself.
So if that makes you feel any better, you are capable.
Of being a
It
bad
was just your roles.
bad axe.
Damn. A bad boy.
Bad boy.
I mean, I'll
Will you,
cut all this out
Will
of
you
it
allow
anyways.
it? Well, no, we should still hold ourselves to the swear jar. What do you
All right,
think?
hold yourself to the swear jar.
Was it a swear? I said bad axe.
I did not hear you.
Did I finish the word?
I don't recall.
Okay, then let's say I didn't.
All right.
I only have $3.
But yeah, and then we fought
Oh.
the bender, and then we escaped through the wall. You did that. Khan
Right.
did that, which was really cool.
I just need to do this before we get off the topic of Khan's stats being
Yes,
the
yes.
earthbender that beat me. In the words of DJ Khaled, you just played yourself.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you booing? I'm you.
That meme has transformed in my mind. I don't even know. Why are you booing? I'm right.
It's Hannibal
Yeah,
Lecter
it's-
going, why
it's
are you
Hannibal.
booing? I'm right.
Yeah.
But I've seen it so many times where it's like, why are you booing? I'm you.
Yeah. I just use all the different
Is it
forms.
do they put Spider-Man in that version?
I don't know. I don't remember. Like, and I've seen it a couple different times where, yeah, I don't know.
That could be the other meme version of this. is just Khan pointing at himself.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'll write that
That's
down
good.
and make a meme of
But
that.
instead,
and-
he's shooting a
and-
rock at the other Khan. We broke a wall. Is that how we got out? Ooh,
You broke a
Wait,
wall.
how did we defeat the Earthbender? Did you cut his fingers off?
Someone
There
did.
was something weird. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he
if
got-
anybody
his
did
fingers
it,
got
it was
cut
real.
off.
If
He
anyone-
was so
Yeah.
desperate he tried to catch her blade.
Yeah,
and
and
it
you
just sliced
sliced
through
his
and
fingers
then,
off.
and then hit him. It like sliced through him.
That was his fault. Like,
That was-
who
I blame
tries
him.
to...
Yeah,
He was
That was-
already at like one
Yeah, that
hit
was
point
his
left,
fault.
so it's
Good.
like that was a last ditch effort.
sure. Ugh,
Yeah.
bloody.
Instead of just, like, bending down, he's like, oh, I know what will stop this, and...
My hand.
No, it did not work.
In his mind, he was having like a Bolin lava bending for the first time moment. Like, I can do this. I can bend the
Yeah.
sword.
No,
It's
you
just
can't.
Like,
Bad time to try it.
And if I can't bend the sword, it doesn't matter. Then
I'm dead anyway. Take my hands. And then we dressed Tongi up as a drunk guy. Fletcher, Leonardo DiCaprio inceptioned the idea for. I cannot believe I didn't even know that you did that. That was crazy to me.
What?
Oh, you missed the recap. So Joseph was like, "Man, it was so cool when I came up with that idea to dress Tongi up as a drunk guy."
That's how we got him out of the city without
Mm-hmm.
looking suspicious.
I had it written on the piece of paper that the players would
Really?
would pretend that he's the drunk guy.
Because as we're leaving the jail cell, Fletcher had a bunch of drunk people walk by us, just like stumbling around. And I didn't say anything about it. I was like, I bet we could make him look drunk. We
Let's
could just get
pretend
out of
that
the
he's
city.
drunk,
So
and it's
Fletcher
like-
just like planted that seed in my mind, and I
Yeah.
just did it without even knowing. Incredible.
But good thing you did, because that worked perfectly.
Did you notice that was, or am I just a
I
moron?
felt bad because afterwards Fletcher was like, so, pretty cool, huh? And I'm like, well, yeah, like I kind of saw that.
I think Fletcher actually said, "You came up with that yourself, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was all me.
it was me."
But that's the mark of a good
Machiavelli
DM.
over
It
here.
made
Yeah.
you feel like you did something
It's true.
really special.
It's true.
and then I ruined
And
it
then you
by
ruined it
telling
by
him that
telling
it was
him.
me.
No, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Oh,
I thought it was a great idea until
it was a great idea. I'm glad that we both had it.
one of us just had it first. The other one had it because the other one had it first.
So that's our.
So yeah,
Dang.
you snuck him out of the city and
We were on the road, I
Yeah.
guess.
headed back, probably past Wally, since that's the direction you guys got to head.
Right. Because now we're going to Juding.
Mm-hmm.
Other recaps in lives in general. We watched Lord of the Rings last
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
week, which was
We were
so
able to
awesome.
catch,
Did you guys see Return?
No,
No.
because we were out of town.
Okay.
I was,
yeah.
yeah, we were in Fountain.
It sucks that it was only playing through Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, if it had been playing through Friday or something, we probably would have considered it, but
Too early in the week.
yeah.
And I did 2 pieces of fan art for the show.
Yeah.
Ten Pie wasn't. It was whatever. It just was like old Aang, but like, I thought. I was happy with my
No, it's good to visualize it.
I don't know if he looks like that, but that's how he looks to me.
How do you spell Juding?
Z.
If you would like to consult your little glossary that I have, that I printed out for each of you.
I left it upstairs. 'cause
Okay, it is ZHUDING.
Juding.
Do the thing.
Judy. Do the thing, Juding. That rhymes. I like that.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. My tummy feels like I might need to use the restroom.
I mean, better now than later.
Tommy.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much before.
Did you accept my airdrop thing for the notes? Okay, good. And that worked this time, right?
Yep, got all the pictures.
Okay, good. I'm gonna send you guys the same gifts that I sent Fletcher just 'cause
Hell yeah.
it was cool. Meow. Meow meow. What are you sniffing? Meow. Meow meow.
Whoa, these are cool. What are
Aren't
these?
they? They're just gifts that I found online. And I was like, man, these would have been really cool for like references and stuff, like what the moves are.
Yeah, for sure.
Who is that airbender?
I don't know who that airbender is.
Is that
I don't think it's
I think it's Shinora.
I
Yeah,
think it is Janora.
Is it Janora?
Why not?
But because she only has a bun thing in her hair.
Maybe it's
Janora
like
has-
older.
What's a
Maybe it's like
sister?
older Janora.
Maybe it's her sister. Yeah.
But we never see her sister airbend.
No,
really.
and her sister doesn't have arrows yet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, her sister doesn't airbend?
No, doesn't have arrows.
Oh,
Janora just
right.
got her arrows.
No, but like in the show, I meant like in the show,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen her much do.
Airbending.
But she's
bunch of
she's
airbending.
capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you going, bro? You go. Meow.
Gonna come here.
Go. Hi. Good boy. He's like, okay. Come. Time to squish.
Can you hear him in the microphone?
I can hear him from here.
What? Him purring?
Yeah.
Put your head on it. Is the first one Opal? No, it's Cora. Definitely, right?
Yeah, there's a few of them that are just Korra. Does look like Opal, but no, it's Korra.
'Cause I didn't think that we saw her do all of those moves in that outfit. Because that was like her.
No, I think this is just like fan art.
Hmm.
Yeah, it has deviant art copyright. So maybe that's like when they're. Oh, but then she wouldn't be doing that. Like when she's all depressed and poisoned. Yeah, that's weird. Explain yourself. I feel like his spatial awareness is so poor.
I'm gonna fall. Just sit.
That would be the easy choice.
He won't do the easy choice.
No, it's too chaotic.
think part of the reason why he takes so long when he's like kneading is because he zones out whenever he starts to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
let's see.
wait a minute.
Sit down. It's already kneaded enough.
No, it's not good enough. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Sorry, Twitch. This is boring.
Is there anybody in Twitch?
Probably not.
That was me.
Yeah, I know, but he touched for a second. Like, who's that cat?
Okay, go sleep.
Hey. Oh, cozy boy. You guys judge me for getting comfy.
Now you're pushing yourself off again. He just needs to extend all of his.
I know. He likes to lay flat on the bed and then still try to knee on his side. I'm like, you're just pushing yourself
I'm gonna
away.
regret this.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
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 All right.
Okay.
We're back. Feeling better. Okay.
Always a good thing.
One of us is feeling better.
I'm full.
It is night, and the sky is full of stars.
Aw.
We tilt down to see a city, which at first seems calm, but the sound of screams and yelling and war grow louder as we begin to move between the buildings. We pause in an alley. We are peering around the corner of a building. We can see the street beyond. In the street beyond, there is a battle raging. Earthbenders clash with one another, swords clang. A man comes into frame, hiding behind the building and peeking out at the street. It is Tong Yi,
Yeah, Tongi, buddy.
but he's not as hurt as we saw him last. Yes.
Can I
So that
get
means
a
we're in the
physical
city.
description of Tongi?
He is fairly skinny guy. He has hair, sort of like
He has hair.
he has hair. It's messy like Zuko in season 2.
Is that so? The classic Zuko hair, like the long.
Like over his eyes,
like
all
like
emo.
Bieber
Those ones.
swoop.
Okay.
Not quite
Not that one.
that long like Zuko
The
when they're in
shorter?
Ba Sing Se.
Oh, that's sweet.
Um,
How old? 40s?
no, he's mid to late 20s,
Oh, okay.
similar to you and,
Sure.
and Faru. Let's see. He's wearing pretty dark green outfit. It's still green if you saw it in the light, but anything lower than daylight it just looks black.
Sure.
And it's one of those things like the puppets have upstairs, where it's like a wrap around the top,
Yeah.
and then he's just got pants,
Pants.
and like a belt to pull the wrap taut.
So kind of like a monk. Was he an airbender?
Earthbender.
No,
Earthbender, right.
he.
Well, is he?
You don't know.
Yeah. He's Earth
He's just
Nation.
Earth Nation.
Earth Nation.
Okay.
What color are his eyeballs?
They're green. It's like, have you ever seen my mom's eyes?
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Halfway between green and brown.
Okay, sure.
Hazel, I think is what she says. But it's got green in it. He, like I said, is not as hurt as we saw him last. Or maybe this is the past. I don't know.
Oh!
Is he wearing the same outfit as when we found him?
Yes, but it's not as ripped and bloody. He is holding a scroll close to his chest. He looks around the corner again, and then sort of like puts his back against the wall and counts quietly to himself as though he's forcing himself to go on one before ducking out. He goes 3, 2, 1. And we see him quickly duck out of the alley and start running across the street. The fighting has moved away from where he was looking. We see him dodge in and out of alleys and cover and behind tipped over street carts. The streets are littered with little papers
Cabbages?
fluttering around. There's some cabbages, yeah. I wonder where that came from.
Yeah.
And even though the moon is shining pale blue, the streets are only lit by fires as carts and buildings burn. Tong Yi ducks into a doorway covered by a tattered cloth sheet, which has been kind of pinned up over the frame. Inside is a interesting, it's kind of like a tiered room with different levels. You know the where Aladdin hangs out?
Not really.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
You know that how it's kind of like it kind of goes
Yeah.
up towards a window. It's that. It's
Okay.
like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's got this large window at the back. No glass or anything. It's just an opening because
A little hideout.
it's fairly warm right now.
Wait, so what is he wearing?
Dark green.
Oh, she's making him.
Yeah.
Like what kind of?
Look at how
Look at
Zuko
that.
looks in season 3.
Yeah.
It's that, but like really dark green.
Who is this again?
Tong Yi.
Tong Yi.
I'm just kidding. That was the joke.
What's his eye color? Sorry.
Tong Yi.
Yeah, what was it? Tigawak? Standing at the window, silhouetted by the firelight coming from outside, is a man. Tong Yi walks up to him and he hands him the scroll that Tong Yi was holding. And he says, "They've taken the eastern side and there are more troops moving in from the west gate. I've marked on our forces on the map, but I'm not sure what our next move is." The man takes the scroll from Tong Yi and unfurls it. He does a flourish with his hand, and a small blue flame begins dancing on his fingertip.
Ooh.
He holds the flame over the scroll to illuminate it. The light glints in his blue eyes as he scans the map drawn on the scroll.
Wait, what?
Blue eyes? Where are
Wait, who is? Wait, this is.
This is the unnamed man standing at the window.
Oh.
He uses the flame to read over the scroll as the light glints in his blue eyes. There's a map drawn on the scroll, and that's what he's looking at. We can
Wait,
bear
is
it.
the fire better in your blue eyes?
Wait
it's
a minute.
Oh,
Is
duh.
that what you were trying to figure out?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Who do we know that this could be?
We can barely hold the troops here now. We can't defend against an army coming from the west gate. Tong Yi replies, "Well, what are you saying?" And the man says, "I think it is better that we retreat and live to fight another day." "You mean we're leaving?" "I'm sorry, Tong Yi, but we've lost Wally." We cut to a shot of the city from the plains outside it. Plains as in large fields of grass, not airplanes. The buildings are lit up from below by the fire, and the moon shines down on it from the night sky. The shot then fades to a shot of the city from the same angle, but it is the present day, and the city is destroyed. It is midday, and from frame left in walks Varu, Rhea, Khan, Draco, and Tong Yi.
How's Tong Yi doing?
He's standing on his own now.
I did cure wounds to him.
Yes,
A little
and
bit.
you guys had you camped in the woods, far off the track, so no one would find you.
So are we healed?
Yep, you're back up to full,
Can I have a pencil?
and you are walking. You're walking. You've just arrived at Wally. You're walking.
Through it? Or around it?
Well, Judang is on the other side, so you have to walk past it or through it or whatever. Have you guys been chatting about anything?
So what's your favorite color? I asked him.
Oh, my favorite color?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you know, it
Breathtaking?
used to be, yeah. It used to be green, but I think Shinpei's kind of co-opted that, so you know, I think I'll go with orange.
Orange is good color.
So,
What about you? What's your favorite color?
I like pink or like purple or like black is a good color. Goes with everything. Red is nice. I have a bunch of different favorite colors.
Rhea, ask for your favorite color, not your life story. God.
If it's more than 2 colors, it's a life story, not just a list of colors that you like.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a man of few words. You know, I like to keep it short and concise.
That's
I try to not
You-
talk too much.
I don't think you know what
That's
that means.
not true.
Yeah, concise means I'm really good at talking, right?
No.
Anyways,
Pause real quick. Good to see you, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
He
Dave,
says he has a Star Wars game tonight,
Woo!
so
that's fun.
that's exciting. Star Wars is fun.
Congrats.
Hope you enjoy it. Hope you come back when we do Star Wars ourselves.
Yeah, been a while.
You're
yeah.
DMing Dave? It might take him a while to respond to
Yeah,
some
I'll-
specific
I'll-
questions.
I'll pause again if we have.
Godspeed.
He might have already left to
Oh.
go to his.
Word.
Well, bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
He said he was just popping in.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, it was.
Anyways, unpause. Colin, where are you from?
Pause.
I don't think we
We
decided
never
on
established.
Dave, where is Con from?
that. You could just say the north.
Oh yeah, that's.
Same.
No, but I think
I thought you did decide on a name like a couple episodes ago.
I decided on 25 names of all my siblings, but
okay.
I'm gonna call my hometown for farming community, maybe like
Farmington.
Farminghamshireton is worth
Shireton.
Berg. What's a good Earth Kingdom name?
Okay, so Ba Sing Se is the capital. It could be
Say sing ball.
Se Sing Ba
Uh,
Farm. That is good soda.
soda's good to.
Cutest little boy.
Nongtian.
How do you spell?
Farmland.
How do you spell?
Chinese. Nongtian. Nongtian.
Nongtian. I'm from Nongtian. Up north, you know, a little farming community. We grow grains, you know, barley, rice. We grow some wheat from time to time. Live there with my mom, my dad, my 25 brothers and sisters. How about you? Where are you from?
Is it now 25? Because it used to be 16.
Well, I'm
asking out of
You've been
character.
away from
Is it
home for a long
16?
time.
Oh, I am so wrong. No,
Oh, yeah,
the
25.
oldest is 25. I'm sorry. Yeah, I live back home with my 16 brothers and sisters. Ness, Saria, Nell, Hari, Bo, Nicodemus, Spamantha, Giles, Niles, Biles, Trisha, or Trasha, as we like to call her, Sal, Beth, Maru. That's me, second oldest, and then Chadwick. Big bro Chadwick.
That must be
Lee family, represent.
Nicodemus. So ridiculous.
that must be nice to have a big family to go back to.
Yeah, it's great. Wait, what? To go back to?
When all this is over, you'll have.
Where are you gonna go back to? When all this is over? Where are you from? What's your hometown?
He indicates in front of him at the rubble of Wali.
Well, I mean,
I kind of like hit Con in the shoulder, like,
we can rebuild this place. The foundations.
did you just say that in?
That was
We can rebuild this place.
Hi, Aunt Shannon. That was me doing my Korg impression from Thor Ragnarok.
Khan just starts looking off into the distance. We can rebuild this place.
Those foundations are gone. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't asked you this before, but where's everybody who was in Wally? What happened to everybody?
Did they have chance
You were
to
here
evacuate?
were you
They
here
died.
when this happened?
Jeez.
We didn't find any bodies. They're not dead. Or here.
Well, that's good. We tried to get everyone out. We were being invaded.
By.
Shinpei's men.
Right. I knew that.
We've heard of.
We knew we couldn't hold the city, so we tried to evacuate everybody. I was captured before I could see if we had succeeded, but if you didn't find any bodies...
No, man. Your people are good. Or just not dead.
Displaced.
But I don't know where they've gone.
You were just like, dip. Like, get out.
There was a plan, but I was not there to see it. I had a different mission.
What was your mission?
Well, we needed to draw the men away from the refugees. I was there to distract them, bring them to the other side of the city so they could escape.
And you got snatched.
I did. And I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully they made it out.
Well, I mean, we can't rule out like mass grave, so.
I've been silently walking kind of ahead of everybody, just kind of like in my feels.
In your feels about what?
I don't know. I feel weird. And and I ask, not turning back to anybody, but just kind of like out, like, was Panook there?
Oh, the feels.
He was there.
And where did he go?
What's he been up to these days?
Well, we were working together to try to hold Wally. And when I was captured, I don't know what happened to him. But I imagine if he summoned you, then he made it out. And as you said, he's in Juding, so...
How's he doing?
What's his favorite color these days?
Green. Duh.
He was healthy last time I saw him, but I think that war is taking a toll on him. War is taking a toll on all of us.
True.
I'm doing all right.
War is taking a toll on most of us. Look, I
I
have
was like, what war?
I have a favor to ask of you.
Guys,
Him
can
specifically?
we like me or the group?
All of us.
Okay, Team Avatar, circle up. Can I get a circle?
And I turn around and I...
Just you three?
Yeah, we just like huddle.
Okay.
All right, I guess we
Okay,
wordlessly
can we do
huddle.
this? Can we do this? Can we give him a favor?
Yes.
Why? I just want to make sure that we're
Probably.
cool. Like,
Calls over.
gotta go to the.
Could I explain what it is first?
Yeah, give us a second. Team Avatar private meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so
He might also
Can we
be Team
take-
Avatar Con. He's just not our Team
no,
Avatar.
no.
Okay,
There's only one Team Avatar.
Panook has seen
You,
other teams.
Rhea, me, Draco, and Panook.
Okay.
It's only us. There's nobody else in his life.
Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
So we can give him the favor. Are we cool with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ready? On 3, 3, 2, 1, 3.
One.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Okay. Varu, would you like to speak for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. This is dumb.
Because yes, this is Varu.
Yes to Varu speaking for you.
No,
Yes,
Yes. No.
yes,
Just,
I
yes,
second
we're
the
going to do
motion.
this.
We don't even need to hear what the favor is. We're doing it.
No. Tell us.
No,
the
we'll
favor.
hear him out. We're
Okay,
not.
okay,
We didn't
okay.
say we do the favor.
Yes, we'll hear you out.
What's the favor?
I was forced to leave my weapon in the city when I was captured. I was wondering if we could take a slight detour into what's left of Wally and retrieve it.
Okay, we will discuss. Team Avatar, circle up.
We just
We-
Why don't we talk about it with him?
Yeah.
I have a +1 to our huddle. Tongi, do you want to just huddle up?
Sure.
This is the way we
These
do things.
morons. Hey, man. I know you're new here, but, like, this is how Team Avatar, this is how we process things.
Yep. Circles.
It's funny, when I was on Team Avatar.
What? What Team Avatar? Which
I'm-
Avatar?
I'm kidding, Khan. Slap on the back.
I know you. I knew you were.
I point to the rubble of Wali and I say, after you.
Thank you. You know, Khan, he spoke often of you three.
Yeah.
He told me-
What did he say?
all sorts of stories.
Yeah.
You three as in Ryavaru and Draco. Sorry.
Did he mention Draco?
Oh, for sure he mentioned Draco. By the way, earlier if you had let him, he would have given Draco scritches.
Oh yeah.
As was
Not up to me. Draco was into it.
Oh,
as
yeah.
as was mentioned in the letter that Tangi loves.
Oh, that's
Turtle.
right.
That's right.
So when he says, of course he mentioned Draco, he gives him a little scritch. Is he in your backpack right now?
Yep.
He gives him a little scritch.
His legs got tired after breakfast.
Same.
He told me of this one time you were in the swamps,
yeah.
and the swamp people said, "Oh, they'll make you squeal like a pig."
Yeah. That was
And
weird.
Tangi just kept his cool.
Yeah,
I
he was
hoping
he
you
was
could elaborate on that
100%
story.
okay with that.
No offense to Panook, but he's not necessarily the most gifted storyteller. I was wondering if you
Yeah.
could tell me more.
Well, yeah, I've been called Panook's mouthpiece from time to time. Zing. Wait, that's not Nickelodeon.
No.
Christ. Yeah, so we were in the swamps one time, and there, I don't know if you know, but there's like swamp benders out there, and they're like water benders, but they like bend plants and like swamp water, and they're gross and they're weird, and they have the weirdest accent I've ever heard. Like, never heard this accent before in my life. It's really strange. And they were like, they had like me and Panook tied up, and they were like, "We're gonna make you squeal like a pig," whatever that means, and then Draco, like, I don't know how he did this, because like turtle dogs are not natural climbers. He like climbed up into a tree. And he like dropped himself on the head of one of the swamp people.
Dropped rocks.
And he dropped his rocks and he knocked him out cold. And then I was like, yeah, do it, whatever. There was nothing for me to bend. So I crawled over in this muck, in this swamp to Panook, and I bit his ropes that were tying his hands, and he like got out and he like went all Avatar on them, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, and Draco was like, yeah.
Pause. For me, listening to this later, we just missed about the first half hour.
We
so
weren't recording?
grab the Twitch in order to maintain quality. We may have to re-record parts because I want a quality experience. However, what's cool is that we don't have to do it for a while because I'm probably not going to get to editing this episode for a while. So, yeah, just
You mean re-record the parts like a
yeah,
little bit?
I will pull down a transcript. We'll get it.
That's a hot
we'll
tip.
we'll be actors. We'll act it instead of role playing it.
Theater.
But we have it now, so we'll keep going from there.
Action.
So in this scenario, where were Varu and Rhea?
Sometimes Panook would have us split up so we can cover more ground, and I think Rhea and I were in a different town that day, which I regret having heard that story. It sounds fantastic.
It's all right. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I like the part where Draco knocked the dude out with his own shell.
Yeah.
But I think you guys were like, oh, don't go in, because I had like I like heard a story where it was like there was like the best barbecue in like the swamps. You know, you get like that good swamp barbecue.
That's right.
But instead, it was just like swamp people. You know, and you guys were like, no, we got to focus on the mission. And me and Pinocchio were getting hungry, so we were like, swamps.
On the hunt for barbecue.
So on the hunt for barbecue, we almost were made to squeal like pigs, and whatever that means. And
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
I
what
don't
it
even
means.
know what a pig is.
Yeah, what's a pig? You think that's like a?
No,
think that's
we
like a
have them
pig
in-
monkey?
Yeah, it's like a pig monkey. We
Maybe-
have them in the Fire Nation.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with them? Why do they squeal?
They're not really like we don't like eat them often. Mostly because they're just like they're hard to catch and they're kind of gross. They kind of
Yeah.
jump around the garbage dumpsters and
So they're like raccoon pandas,
yeah, but
Weird.
they're pig monkeys.
but they're
Weird.
they're not pigs.
Do you
No,
think
but
they
they're
have
gross.
pigs in the swamps? They must.
They
It
must have
be.
something called a pig
Maybe
in the
just-
swamp.
Yeah.
Maybe just visited.
Weird.
No, we split. We were like, no barbecue's
Don't
worth
want to
this.
figure that out.
Pigs in a swamp is a dish containing sausages and gravy. So instead of having sausage gravy, you just have sausage links that are then set into a pool of gravy on the plate.
Is this a thing? Or you made
I
that up
made that
in
up.
Avatar? Oh, okay. Well, that was the barbecue we were trying to get.
Yeah,
Pigs in a
sounds
swamp.
Pigs in a
good.
swamp. Yeah, I'm into pigs in a swamp. That sounds delicious. I love gravy.
So, as opposed to pigs in a blanket,
Pigs in a
Pigs
swamp.
in a swamp.
pigs in a swamp.
I'd eat that.
Pigs in a blanket. Probably the best named food of all time.
Um,
What kind of crazy hijinks would you get up to with Panook?
mostly war.
Oh yeah, that's about as crazy
as
it gets.
I
It's
didn't.
more like a work friends thing.
I didn't have the pleasure of meeting Panook until the war was brought to Wali. I was a teacher before.
What did you teach?
Yeah, what subject?
Most of them, you know, I taught young children.
I used to teach children.
How to fight.
You also taught them.
I was also just a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
it wasn't just Varus
That was
Fight
the
Club.
coolest thing, though, was the fight club.
that was the extracurricular.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it.
It's simpler.
How'd you get into the war business?
You know, you don't ask for it to become your trade, but circumstance
You were
brings
referred.
it upon you.
So was it like one day they called you into the principal's office and they were like, "Now you fight."
Don't think that's exactly how it went, Khan.
Shinpei sent
Southerners are weird. I don't know.
sent a force to Wali, and they took over fairly quickly. We didn't have much of a military at the time. Someone sent word to the Avatar to come help. As I understand it, he had been dealing with various issues in the Earth Nation for a while, and he came to Wali, and he helped us liberate it the first time. I had begun resisting the occupying force that Shinpei had left. People didn't want to pay the new tax or, you know, have their family taken to be re-educated and taken to these camps that Shinpei has. So we fought back, and with the help of the Avatar, we drove them out.
That's my boy.
After that, I was so... Well, I knew that there were other places in the Earth Kingdom that were suffering the way that we had. And I knew that I couldn't return to my life until Shinpei and whatever other warlords there are had been dealt with. So I went with Panook. We followed the old road. We went all the way to the coast, to Kaishi, and we drove out Shinpei's men wherever we could find them.
Did he invite you to come with, or did you?
I volunteered.
Was there anybody else in your group traveling?
There were maybe 20 of us. Just other people like me from Wali that, wanted to make things better.
That's too many for a team avatar. It wasn't a team avatar.
Group avatar.
It's a big army avatar.
But then we got word that, in our absence, Shinpei had moved back into Wali, had reconquered it, and it was worse now because we had rebelled.
Nobody stayed behind to.
Well, of
Be a
course, people stayed behind. People never left. But Shinpei came back with such a fury and vengeance that they weren't prepared for the retaliation that he brought. So
Have
we
we-
returned.
Have we, while we were walking, have we reached Wali yet? Like the ruins?
You're close.
Okay.
When we returned, we did what we could, but that was when we lost the city. There were just too many men, too many of Shinpei's army to fight back.
I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart. I know I don't come across as a very serious person, because I'm not. But this is serious. Losing your home sounds hard, and I'm very sorry. But they say a place is in the people, and your people are still alive. And we're going to find them, and we're going to help them, and that's going to be your Wali, like wherever.
Thank you, Khan. And
Nux.
as he does Nux, as he punches your fist, he says, "I only hope that we are able to stop Shinpei before. I mean, God forbid, if he moves north, he could do terrible things to your home too. So I hope that we're able to stop him before that happens."
This
That just
reality
humbled you.
dawns on Khan for he never thought that was possible.
Yeah.
And he begins to process the threat to his own community.
Before you were just sympathetic, but now you're feeling empathetic. 'Cause that could affect me.
You don't mess with the Khan,
No.
the Lee family.
Because, you were building a wall, obviously, but, now you see what
I just thought
gets
we were
left
having.
behind.
I just thought we were having fun. I was like, "There's never gonna be a war here.
Yeah.
This wall's just to make mom and dad feel better."
Right. But
Well, if you recall from the letter that Panuk sent you, he did say that Shinpei's next move during the summer would be specifically to move north towards your community.
Yeah.
So that's why you're trying to head him off at shooting before he has a chance to move north.
I think that's really interesting, though, that even though that's kind of we all knew that, you didn't really feel it until
Because I
you
don't
just
take
said
any-
that, and you're like, oh,
I don't take most things seriously on default.
right.
I need to have the gravity of things impressed upon me before I understand them fully.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's your top 3 least favorite things about Shinpei?
A listicle, if you will.
Yes.
Death and destruction,
Okay.
despair. They all start with D's.
I love
that.
I love alliteration.
It's good for a poster.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you made some?
If we had any, I'm sure they're gone in the rubble.
True.
Fair enough.
We'll have to make more. By this point, you have reached the beginning of the city, and
Is that a new mission unlocked? Make more posters?
Yeah.
that's a side quest.
Side quest.
Find a
make
printing
posters.
press, and
Yeah.
as you enter the city, the camera will tilt up to the midday sky, which will quickly change to night as we pan back down to see the city under siege again.
Time moves
in the
faster
past.
at Wally. Jeez.
Wow.
so fast it goes backwards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A large group of people, men, women, children, hurry through the streets. Tong Yi is running with them, and then he stops to sort of point people where to go. The man from before.
This is a flashback?
This is a flashback. Or is it?
Ah!
Nah, it probably is.
It's an alternate dimension.
The man from before runs up and stands next to Tong Yi with his back towards the camera.
Of course.
We'll have to get the refugees out with a tunnel. We could do one under the hill to the west. Tong Yi looks exasperated. Beneath the rest of Shinpei's army, they'll be detected for sure. The man turns around and his face is in shadow except for his eyes, which are lit by a streak of moonlight, which is just passing between the buildings. Then we'll have to give them something else to look at. Tong Yi says, "What are you planning?" The man says, "Tong Yi, you must take some men and draw the army towards the citadel." And he points, and there is at the center of Wali, there's a tall spire. It looks like a tall spire.
Spiry.
It reminds me of the 21st Adventure Spire.
Does it?
Yes.
Not perhaps the thing that you saw on the road.
No, not at all.
Well, maybe that.
Well, it as a viewer, it looks like that.
That thing? Okay.
Yeah.
From that one time.
Once you've diverted the enemy, get out of the city as quickly as you can. What will you do? Oh, you'll see. The man winks and then starts running off deeper into the city. Tong Yi stops a group of resistance fighters who are passing with the refugees. He says to one of them, "Keep the people moving. When you get near the west gate, have some benders make a tunnel underground and head towards the hills by the old road. The hill will give you cover for your escape." The man nods and heads after the crowd. Then Tong Yi turns to you three,
What?
all Earth Nation resistance fighters, and says, "Are you willing to help me draw the enemy away from our retreat?
How did I get here? Who went? What?
It will be dangerous, and we may not survive."
All right.
Oh,
cool
I'm
talk.
so here for this.
Good to have you,
Lin Rock.
Lin Pei.
Lin
Lin
Pei.
Pei. The Lin universe.
The Liniverse.
Yeah,
We
the
already had
Liniverse.
a-
Lin
we
into the
already had a
Liniverse.
Lin in Avatar,
That's what I'm
didn't we?
saying. We have more Lin.
She's just cameoed by the same actor every time.
Yeah.
What about you two?
I don't have a voice yet, but yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah?
Yeah,
I can do
I'll
that
do it.
Just fine.
Good. Well, I suppose let's get going. And you four head off into the city, and we'll take a commercial break.
Wait, who are we with?
You're with Tong Yi.
Tong Yi. In the flashback.
Tongy like a week ago. Or
So
something
what's
like that.
So, what's your favorite color?
Commercial break.
She's just the same.
That's
Yeah.
the last thing before the.
What's your
It's like
favorite
us
color?
walking away, and you can hear. So, what's your favorite color?
Anyone got any good commercials?
Can't decide on an accent? Ask your friends. And then I ask you guys.
Russian.
Oh.
What accents can you do?
I'm really good at this one.
Yeah, I like it. Midwestern.
Yeah.
You are good at that one.
Sometimes I do it a little higher, and sometimes I do it a little lower. And sometimes I talk like Edie.
Robot.
So you can
Yeah.
do tones.
I do tones.
What about like gruff? Like go gruff.
Am I a dude? Should I be a dude?
You could be a dude. You were a dude last time.
I was a dude. I was like a really uppity dude. This time I'll just
In the
be.
bathroom, but there's a kitty.
Toss him. Yeah.
Toss me.
Thing.
Toss me.
If I just.
You can do
if
Gimli.
I just, like, pull on the thing, it'll launch him up.
I can
right?
only say toss me in Gimli's place.
I'm gonna jump the
You
distance.
can
So I have to
probably
toss me.
just slide out, right? Or are you kidding me?
I'll take him.
Okay.
Okay, let's workshop this.
Sleepy boy.
Oh, here's another.
What's your character like?
I don't know, Fletcher. Are you gonna give us
Little
like
noodle.
stats or names like
Your
you did?
stats.
Their stats, but no
Your
names.
own stats.
These stats.
Oh, our own stats.
Yeah.
So am I a waterbender then?
No, you're an earthbender.
I'm an earthbender.
we still
Characterize your things as earth.
deal the same damage
Gotcha.
for the spells.
Okay.
So am I a soldier?
Okay. I could do gruff.
Let's hear.
Hi, I'm a dude,
This is pretty good.
and I've got a deep voice. I'm just doing Fletcher's voice right now, like your deep guy voice.
Gruff dude voice.
Yeah.
What about like? What are some fun soldier archetypes?
The one that's always wisecracking, the one that's the rookie and he's really scared. He's never gone on a mission before.
Grizzled veteran.
The grizzled one. that dies first.
Does he? Shoot.
I'll just have to. What?
Just talking to the cat.
Oh, I forgot you had the cat. Little boy.
You little boy.
He's a tiny little boy.
You a small fella.
He's a hairy baby.
Small real human being. Small actual human boy. Real human being. And a real hero. Wait, just do your best J.K. Simmons impression.
It's kind of the same, and it's just like,
No, he's...
stop bending.
Do it.
Start meditating.
yeah, be J.K. Simmons, dude. That'd be awesome.
Am I just yelling everything?
What are you doing? Get me those pictures of Spider-Man.
You're dragging.
It'd be a less offensive version of Fletcher
I don't think
from
I'm gonna do
Fletcher, the character
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Whiplash.
I don't think I'm gonna do J.K. Simmons, but maybe I will just be like the classic like sergeant character that's just yelling everything. But maybe that
You could just be Sergeant Johnson. Hold me, baby. Yeah, that's an easy archetype to do.
Yeah.
You know the beats of that character. I was gonna retire next week.
But then a war came to Wally. War.
I was gonna retire from being a trolley driver, but now I have to kill. I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
Lin Pei used to be. I gotta. Since I'm not a part of the guard anymore, Lin Pei's gotta have a fun job. Brent Pei, yeah.
Changing my voice.
I don't know. No,
Dude,
you know,
I'm gonna be like, frick! I still did.
were you trying to do the southern?
No, I'm trying to do like
What?
like con, like California.
Oh, like California,
yeah.
dude. I was like,
Yeah.
Take the 105 to the 2 and get back on Valencia
the-
where you belong.
From the SNL.
The
Yeah.
Californians. Just like where Dave thinks we're from.
That's
oh,
right.
Dave,
think
sorry
they're
to
from
disappoint.
California?
He did.
Or the very
Why?
first.
He was like,
yeah.
"You cool kids from California." It's like
We are in the
we're
same
not
state
kids
as
or
you.
Californians.
Is he from Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in the Twin Cities, I
Lives
think.
I
in-
didn't even know that.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, commercials. Kids Bop 2021, featuring songs like WAP and
Call Me by Your Name, Montero.
dude, I love that song.
I love that
And
song
the music
too.
video is so good.
Fletcher and I have just been like
Yeah,
playing that over. And
he's
over. I cried when I
he's
first
amazing.
like saw those pictures in the video because like, good for him. That's incredible. Nobody else. It's just so awesome. I'm so proud.
he's just such an icon now.
I don't know.
So yeah, this is
is?
what would it be a trailer for Lil Nas X.
Oh.
This would just be like a Nickelodeon friendly trailer for Call Me by Your Name. So they just the
Patrick
pole
going
grab.
down. Yeah.
Oh!
Or he's doing the.
Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on my way.
Delivering pizza.
What?
They have that episode where it's like, man, the pizza is the pizza for you and me. Remember Squidward and
I didn't watch
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
We watched.
You didn't watch
I watched
SpongeBob either,
SpongeBob.
did you?
When we had cable, I did. But we didn't always have cable.
Lame.
I didn't
SpongeBob
watch
reboot.
SpongeBob.
Okay, yeah. So
Or
I'll
they
do-
can just keep going like they have been for
Oh, they're
20
not
plus
done.
years.
No,
No.
They,
Yeah,
they're
that's
still going.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Isn't that incredible?
that's nuts.
Anyway,
I'll go for Cuba, yeah. Yeah. So that's my commercial.
Okay.
Is the-
Kids
the-
Bop.
The Patrick Kids Bop X Patrick X Little Nas X, the Montero animated parody, like kid friendly.
have you seen that
Patrick
though? Like,
sliding down a
oh,
sea cucumber?
sea cucumber.
Molly, what's your commercial?
I don't have one.
Okay. Shay, do you have a commercial?
Do I say?
Do SA. Yeah, do SA.
A do SA PSA.
Do I say? It's like Liberty Brew, but different.
Mhm.
There. That's it.
That's a great reference. Nickelodeon Universe in the Mall of America now open.
Is it?
It is now open. Yeah.
It is now, depending on. I don't know if you would
For maybe a decade.
go.
Brand new
no!
at
I mean,
Mall of
like.
America.
Fresh.
Do you think we'll have a ride? In.
I don't know. I mean, they have an Avatar ride, but they don't have a Korra ride. Even
Well,
though
but we're-
Korra was
but we're
more
better
contemporary
than-
at the time.
We're not better than.
Oh, in our alternate universe where I get this, where I'm making this show, yeah, for sure. They replace.
Is Avatar a thing in Cyberpunk? Like our.
Oh,
It's
like
not,
the
it's
Star
not
Wars
as big as
slash-
Star Wars, but yeah, because it's just alternate history. So sure. Is that how we tie this in?
Korra is the fan favorite, and everybody
Well-
hates on Avatar. That's the alternate universe.
Aang is just so dumb.
Aang is
And
so
like he couldn't even
childish.
deal with all
Oh
the
my
things that
God.
Korra had to deal with.
I know, like he
Oh,
didn't
you
even
guys are just
struggle.
expressing my
That's
actual
you,
opinions.
yeah.
That's me. Me like, Aang's the lame one.
Aang is so
he's
sweet.
fine. He's
He's
fine.
a sweet little
fine.
boy.
It's fine.
Anyways,
Zuko for the win.
and we're back.
No, he's
I
doing a
want.
commercial.
I'm trying to think of a good one, or anything.
I'll take whatever I can get.
New from Skechers, it's modular socks.
What?
Do you like gold toe style? Do you like black socks? Do you like knee high? Do you like not knee high? Well, we give you all the parts you need and you just clip them together.
That's funny.
Do you want black socks that only come up to your ankles? You can do that. Do you want stuff? It's got little grippies on the bottom, you know.
Hospital socks.
But yeah, but then it's also like knee high. You can do that too.
Grippies all the way up the back.
Mix them,
Why,
match
so
them,
you
clip
climb
them
walls?
together. New from Skechers, it's modular socks.
Good.
Nobody wants this.
No.
Then there's a song like clip 'em, slip 'em, doop it, doop doop doop.
Does
Like
it
a
look?
lot.
Slip 'em, put 'em on.
Does it look like a Frankenstein, just like with all the buckles and clips required to
I'm
build
just
a
picturing,
sock?
like, do you know what, like, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Mhm,
I'm just
yeah.
picturing, like, Sally, how she's all, like, stitched together.
But
It's like that,
socks.
but that's socks.
But it's
yeah.
a sock.
You start losing modules, so you have like mismatching, but it's extra mismatched already. You know.
They're just different sizes.
Yeah.
It's the same pair of socks, I swear to God. Now back to Avatar: The Liminal Age.
Yep.
Dust and guts.
Was it?
No.
It's dust and dirt, but ruts, guts, and guts.
That's nuts and guts.
Rootin', tootin', and shootin'.
We fade back up. It is daytime and the city is destroyed. Tong Yi is leading Rhea, Varu, and Khan through the rubble of Wali.
Where are we headed?
Whoa!
We're in the present.
Oh.
Haru, are you okay?
Sorry, I just, like, had a weird daydream. I was, like, this really rough and tumbled. Dude, oh my god. I feel like I'm picking up memories from Wali. Like, right here, this is where a group of people not too long ago ran past towards the hills. Oh man, that was weird. Sorry guys. Sometimes the
yeah.
spirit world does that.
Have you
to
been
me.
drinking that cactus juice again?
No, it's the spirit world, I swear.
Spirit juice?
Spirit juice is my only drug.
Spruce.
Ugh. So astringent.
Spirit brew.
Spruce.
New from Mountain Dew. Spruce.
Spruce.
Tasty.
Um,
From
yeah, I don't think that's canon.
No, it's not.
Tong Yi is he'll kind of step. I mean, you've been letting him lead a bit, but he'll kind of step back and what's the marching order? For you guys
I'll
kinda-
be second. I'll be
I'll
behind
be
them.
last.
wherever.
Yeah.
Third.
He'll kind of step back and in line with you, Varu, and say, I I'm not sure how to broach this.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as though you...
Is that Wally? Should we?
We're in... Yeah, we're here. We're
All
here.
right. Should
Look,
we maybe start looking around and?
I know where we're headed. It's my house that we're going to.
All right. All right.
If you don't want to talk, that's fine. You don't know me. You just seem off when you talk about Panook.
How would you know that I'm off? We've never met before.
Okay. Understood.
Thanks
Deflected.
for your concern, but
Rhea
I'm
says
fine.
awkward.
I appreciate you reaching out, but I'm fine. We've been on the road for weeks, and just I'm exhausted. I'm tired, and I want to help, and then we could keep moving on our way, so nobody else gets their homes destroyed like you did. So let's just keep moving.
That was cold.
Yeah, no kidding. You shut him down.
He'll just kind of walk ahead then.
I internally
dang.
feel like really bad about that. Like, oh, maybe I overreacted. But also, I'm just like not in the mood. So,
Nah, brah.
no.
Well, that's all the role playing I had for that section.
Oh,
so.
do you want to talk?
No, you don't want to. So, you arrive at what Tong Yi seems to be indicating was his house, but it is a lot of rubble. And I mean, you can still kind of see the outline of the house. And as you four sort of step up to the outline of this house, we're gonna fade back to the past. Tong Yi and you three freedom fighters are going to we see the house. It fades to the house being rebuilt. It's as it was. Behind it you can see the citadel in the background. It seems as though you are closer to it. You three freedom fighters and Tong Yi are going to he's going to lead you into the house. You can hear the sounds of people shouting behind you. Stuff like, find them! Where are they? Where'd they go?
Where'd they go?
So Tong Yi will lead you in and he'll say, we can hide here for now. We're almost to the citadel, but I mean, do you think they even took the bait? Are they following us?
Let me check. And I turn around and I very aggressively scan. Do I see anything?
You see torchlight kind of growing closer on the sides of the walls.
How many?
I mean, they haven't rounded the corner yet, so it's tough to tell.
Okay.
But it seems like they're
And we're
heading
going
this way.
up the hill? We're going up, or...
You're going to the dead center of the city. The citadel is in
okay.
the middle of the city.
Okay. So, there's a few trailing us.
All right, that's good. Everybody have what they need. Everybody have their weapons sharp. He
Yeah.
I look at my hands.
Yeah.
He pulls a sword out of his scabbard and kind of looks at it. All
Oh,
right.
cool sword. Do you want to see mine? I pulled it out.
So, yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, isn't it super cool? I was working on it the other day and like make it really sharp for today.
You always want your sword real sharp.
I just thought it was cool. So yeah.
Sharper the better.
This might be your last day.
To use my sword?
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that to her.
Don't you think we're like...
No, she's gonna be fine.
We might die.
No!
Die.
If
I mean, we might die.
See?
Wait, whoa.
I said it's dangerous and that we might not survive this.
I gotta make it back to my 3 kids. I can't die, and my husband, Brad. I didn't know this was a suicide mission.
It's not necessarily a suicide mission
But
if
you're
we
over
do
here
well.
like, oh, you're probably gonna die.
I said might.
The torches are going closer.
Oh! Okay, fine.
Let's keep going.
Tell my kids to wash their hair if I die.
Well, hopefully they'll keep going and we can sneak out past them. We want them to
True.
we just want them at the Citadel. That's what the Avatar told me to do.
You know the Avatar?
That's
Is he-
You all know the Avatar.
Is he cute?
You've all interacted with him.
That's the Avatar?
Wait,
Whoa!
the actual Avatar?
I just thought he was like really talented.
yeah. I just thought like we
Pleasure
knew this
to not
guy.
having this.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
Is he wait. No, never mind.
Is he single?
Well, that's
You're
not,
married.
I
You have 3
Single
kids.
mother.
I just want to check, you know? It's good to know.
Maybe they're
Look,
open.
it's none of your business, but since you might die today,
He would be good. He would be a good father.
Yeah?
though.
Yeah?
he said it's complicated. He's got a girl back at the North Pole, so
Oh, good for him.
Is she cute?
Is she cute?
I haven't met her. I don't know.
But did he say she was cute? Do you want to have a talk
Yeah.
about it?
Does he, I mean, how does he feel?
Guys,
Just
it was like one night around a campfire, you know? Like,
Yeah? Did he say he thinks it's going to work out? Is he like, I could see having kids with her?
he seemed pretty into it, but
Okay,
I think
but-
he was concerned because they haven't talked in a while.
Maybe maybe he's thinking about another man in
really
his life, you
awkward.
know? Maybe like a handsome earthbender.
I guess potentially, you know, hypothetical. Look, you guys, is gossip a coping mechanism with the
Absolutely.
When I'm scared
dread
of
of maybe,
gossip.
maybe
Very af-
dying tonight?
I'm very afraid right now. Let's just do the thing. Juding, do the thing.
Tang Yi he pokes his head out the window again, to glance at where the torches are, and he says, "Oh no, they rounded the corner. I think they might have seen me
Well, why did you do that?
because I wanted to know where they were."
God,
You were talking too much.
Oh,
Just-
Mr. Chatty over here.
Let's just be quiet and we'll try to get through this. Can I get stealth checks from everybody?
Yeah, sure, bro. Ooh.
Amazing. 11.
Oh boy.
Stealth.
Six.
26?
Shay, what?
I know. Oh, that's
Where'd you find this? Did you see this?
I
Good.
told you, it's a thing.
As you crouch down away from the window and try to avoid being heard or seen, you are you slip just casually, like you're trying to be all stealthy. You try to like rearrange because your legs are hurting a little bit,
rookie mistake.
and you fall over, and a little bit of your armor on your leg clangs into something on the floor.
Gosh.
This in turn causes Molly. Did you pick a character name?
A knife?
Blackwee.
Palak Lee.
Black.
I like that.
Causes
my name
Palak
is
Lee
just
to say,
Black.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
you gasp out at the noise, and Tang Yi says, "Shh! Stop talking so loud!" Or you are talking.
You're talking.
Shut up.
No.
You guys look over at me and I am completely
You
just
are
in
dead
stealth
silent.
mode. Like,
As this nonsense happens, you hear from outside, "I heard something in there." Rather, I heard something
I was
in
gonna
there.
say, Tonguey, was that you?
And Tang Yi just, I mean, that was as much my fault as anyone else's. All right, well, they're coming in. Prepare.
All right.
He draws his sword, and stands up just as the door, opens. It just opens. They just kind of,
Well, I guess they're investigating. They're not like
They
kicking the
open
door
it up.
down.
Yeah.
so let me draw this out.
Yeah, combat.
Can you draw on this?
It's dry erase.
Oh my god! Wow, so
That's
much
cool.
better than this stupid mat.
I bet it'll wipe off better too.
It has been, yeah. Historically. You know what I want?
What?
Fruit.
I want something sweet.
Sweet fruit. Can
Wait,
I have
where did my
another
thing
Mountain
go?
Dew, please?
Could I
Thank
also
you.
have one?
What are you asking, Fletcher? I gave you
One
two
of my
markers.
things is gone.
Oh.
And also now I don't know where those markers are.
I'm gonna go get some more. Can you pass one of these to Shay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Markers.
I mean, I handed two of them.
I know
over to
you did. They're there.
Cool, cool, cool.
Pew, 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 pew.
Can you make a mark for me?
Yeah. Ow.
Nope. I have a. It doesn't matter if it's lined up for there. It matters if it's lined up for the camera.
Sorry.
It should just be at the intersection of that one and that one.
Like in the middle? What are you saying?
The corner should just be where those.
Where do you want the mark? Here?
No. There.
Oh, are you trying to get that in frame? Mm-hmm. Can I have a Pocky?
Yes. And have all
Oh, Pocky. Come here, Pocky.
Come here, puppy.
Come here, Pocky. Come here, Pocky, Pocky.
I could see Pocky being a small dog's name. Come here, Pocky.
Come here, Pocky.
Pocky. Bark, bark.
Bjork.
Joseph, would you plug that in for me, please?
I will, yes.
Okay.
Let's fight.
I'm assuming Tongi is the alien.
Yes. Okay, so, you can see now, and within that main room, you guys can move yourselves around a bit. If you don't want to
What's
be all
the?
over the
Will you describe what this is?
So you're currently
Yeah, it's
in sort of a living room type area. There's not a lot of furniture, just a couple of chairs. There's like a dining room table type thing.
What's the floor made out of?
It is dirt and stone.
Cool.
So it can be bent.
Nice.
Up my top left, that small room, that small rectangular room, you've probably poked your head in just to take a look around. It appears to be Tongi's bedroom.
Okay.
It's a small house. And then top right to me is a kitchen area.
Okay.
And then we'll give him a minute to close the doors.
And they're just coming in. Here.
Yes.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I was trying to wipe stuff and I accidentally wiped away his.
I suppose we can roll initiative.
Yes.
I suppose.
Ooh.
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 18.
Oh, do you want me to keep track as per usual?
Yeah, please.
Wait, can I do it?
Yeah, do it.
I have a whiteboard and now I want to write things. So.
23.
And that's
15.
Tongi also got a 15, so let's re-roll.
and this is me.
19.
Okay, you win.
So that would be. What's your name again?
Black. Lee.
Palak.
And then there's underneath that. Alright, what about the baddies?
Bad guys will do together. They got a 5.
Okay. First is Lynn.
Lynn is going to pull a rock up from the ground and just heave it at the head of the first inch of person that pokes their head in.
Okay, it looks like Tongi is in your way.
Oh, bugger. Then I will take a 5-foot step, and that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. I thought you were.
Yeah, I'm the dwarf.
Yeah, from the top down, it looked like.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Then,
just-
yeah, you can stay where you
Whatever.
where you want.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to heft a big boulder at that fella.
Because then perhaps you could block it.
Right. That's 14. Oh, God, I got to make the range touch attack, of course. Blah.
Blech.
That's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Darn.
So you throw this boulder and it smashes into the wall. You thought you had a good aim, but it turns out that the person in front of you is a bender, and they push the rock out of the way into the wall.
Okay.
Next is me. I don't have a name. 5, 10. Move there, so I have a good shot at the front door. I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do magic missile. So another like stomp on the floor and then pull some earth out and launch it at the person coming in. And since that is magic missile, I will just hit.
How much damage does magic missile do?
Not a lot. It's 1d4 plus bender level.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
No, 3, 4, 5, So 7 points damage.
Okay.
And then it's Palakli.
I'm going to move.
Who's
I
that?
don't know, upstairs.
Oh.
And then I'm going to. You can hit someone diagonally, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to take my sword and swing at him. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Four damage.
Solid.
Okay. You slash this guy, and he goes down.
Ooh.
Is it their turn next?
It is Tong Yi's turn next.
Tongyi's turn next. Okay. Tongyi is going to. Can you move him up next to you, Palakli? And then. Can you actually move the first guy off the map since he's dead?
Death.
Mm-hmm.
Deceased.
You know what?
Rest in pieces.
Can you move Tongyi back one? Yeah, and he's just going to ready an action.
Movement speed.
Well, no, he doesn't want to leave the house.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Did you
Wow.
see that?
That was awesome.
He just did like this.
Tongyi says, "Let them come in. It'll be a choke point."
What does that
there's
mean?
more of them. Oh.
No, I don't do that.
And
Excuse me.
since you're close to the door, and since
dude,
he's close
wait.
to the door, you can see
Dude,
that there
wait.
are other guys coming.
What is a choke? Something? What did you say?
A choke point. It's when they all have to go through one tiny area. It makes it easier for us to hit them.
True.
If we fought them outside, they could go anywhere.
True.
He worked at his father's hardware shop. He's not a warrior. He's a soldier.
I'm not a warrior. I'm a soldier.
Exactly.
So yeah, he'll ready an action to attack when the guy moves up. So now it's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and move him up. He'll actually go right up to Tongyi, and they will attack each other.
Dude fight.
So Soldier Boy's gonna miss Tongyi,
Get the cameras out.
and Tongyi will miss him. So they both swipe at
Darn.
each other at the same time, and their swords clash in the middle. You hear something interesting though when Tongyi swipes his sword. It almost sounds as though there's whispering as the sword moves through the air.
Whoa.
Want it?
You want the whisper sword?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find it in the present day. That would be cool, right?
Maybe if he dies, I'll take it.
Yeah, you should just
Whoa.
try to get killed.
Okay. So
Oh.
that'll be the
Nothing
end of
happened
that.
to Molly's microphone.
So that's the end of the round.
You got it.
Just fix it. So that's the end of the round. Now that the next round has started, you hear
Bang, bang, bang.
banging at the back door. You also see that there is a new guy stomping up to this door.
Oh boy.
So,
Guess I'll take these guys.
um,
Can you see them on the camera?
no, but they'll
Okay.
get in when they're important. They'll be on screen. So,
I look like I'm the main character because I'm the only one not painted.
yeah.
So I'm really feeling that.
Top of the round.
You are the
Who's
main
first?
Me again, right?
Lynn, yeah.
Let's see.
It sounds like someone's at the back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go deal with.
No, I think it's just
No,
pizza.
I'm the one who can't do my. I'm gonna go deal with that God, my accent is not coming through today.
Don't worry.
I'm going to go deal with that. Better. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as I can get. They're banging on the back door.
Banging, and when the round started, it sounded as though the door had burst open.
I think I can see them from here.
Yes. Yeah, the
what's
door's
up?
open, so you could see them.
Oh, do I have a beat on one of them?
I would think so. It looks like you
I'm
If
going
the door is
diagonal.
open.
Okay, I'm going to try to do my good bending rock.
Okay.
The one that hurts a lot.
Presumably at the one that's furthest from you. That's furthest from Joseph.
Oh.
That one? I don't think you have an angle on that one.
Do I not have an angle on this guy?
That's the one you have the angle on.
Yeah, I can hit him.
Yes.
Okay. I pull a chunk of earth up and I heave it over my head in a downward spiking motion. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
And that's going to be 3, 7, 9, 13 damage.
13 damage. All right, you kill that one.
Yeah!
The rock comes right down in his head and just crushes him.
Yeah.
He
Deck
just
him.
crumples underneath,
That
and
is
you just hear
rough.
as the
Yeah.
gasp of.
So he's dead?
Yeah,
No,
that-
actually, I go, are you okay?
It's grosser than you thought.
Ew, I've never hurt anybody before.
You are just. What was your
I'm
What was your
a
Just a
occupation?
mother.
stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home mom who can bend like it was a 4th level bender.
Yeah. She took my fight
She-
club.
She did construction jobs in the summer to put herself through
Does she like
Liberal
close her
arts
eyes
college.
as she does it?
Yeah, she does.
Gross.
No, she squints one eye, she's like, ooh, ew, 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 and then bah.
Bat.
Okay. So
She's just incredibly talented.
yeah. Smacks him and
That was a
he's-
great hit.
He's dead.
Yeah, good job.
Who's next?
I'm not proud of that.
Me. So I've been confused. I thought that this was the door,
No.
so I actually have to go. 10. I want to leave some space open. Can I get him from here?
I think so.
Okay. Also, I'm backwards. Well, right there. Okay, and then I am going to okay, well, all of this doesn't work for earth bending.
What?
All my things don't work.
What do you want to use?
Well, there's fog cloud, there's entangle with
Dust
plants.
cloud.
Dust cloud, yeah, I suppose.
Dust cloud, quicksand.
And then there's bloodbend and you know what? Maybe let's just I'm gonna get right here next to them. And then I'm going to do instead of chill touch, I'll do rock touch, which is something it's like just a melee attack except my hand is like turns to stone. Like I coat it in like a glove of stone or something
You
like
do like
that.
a glove of that's just one big spike.
Yeah, and just
Nice.
and I try to punch this
Okay.
fella. I don't think I will, but we'll see. 12.
12 hits.
Oh, neato. Okay, so then this is the one that also does on top of whatever I roll here, which is 4 damage. It also does he has to make a constitution saving throw to see if he gets strength damage.
Okay.
Ouchie.
Yeah. So should we use my spell DC for that?
Yeah, what's the save?
15.
No, what what kind of save?
Constitution, sorry.
You got a 3.
So he has a point, I think, of strength damage. So,
Okay.
Joseph, you were saying that...
The strength score goes down by 1 permanently.
Dang.
Permanently.
He will never strength again.
So does that mean
Not
his
to- not
AC is lower?
No,
Or
his-
no,
no,
that's dead.
But his
Dead,
attacks
yeah.
would be lower.
That's cool. Neato.
And then what was there any normal damage?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
And then no, never mind. I have to stay there. And then it is Pilacly.
Alright. I'm gonna... guess I'll stay up where I am. And I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
Classic.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Nice.
How many of these ding dongs are we gonna have to fight?
4 damage.
4 damage.
When you said ding dong, I really want a ho ho.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad. It's like a rolled chocolate thing with cream in it. The
Oh.
ho hos.
Yep.
I think they're also called ding dongs for like a different brand, which is why my brain went there.
Who's
But
next? Tongi?
Yeah, Tongi.
Okay. He'll swipe again at this fella with his cool sword, and he's gonna hit this time. Let's see. Ria, what do you roll for your damage?
I roll a d6.
Okay. He is going to do 9 damage against this guy. So this guy he slashes him real good. You give him the old 1-2. You and Tongi work together.
Nice.
You go
Sword
slash. He
buddies.
slashes the
Yeah.
other way, makes a big X in this guy, and this guy
Neat.
goes down. There is now a pile of 2 bodies in the doorway.
More.
You're the bloodthirsty one.
Send them.
Okay, now is it the bad guys?
Yeah, it's the
I'm
baddies.
sorry. Tongi is going to back up to there, and then can you bring him towards me too? Okay. Okay, now it's bad guys?
Baddies.
Okay. The guy next to... Did you pick a name, Shay?
No, I'm just me.
Che.
Okay.
Sarge.
Che.
Che.
Yeah, I'll be Sarge. That's good.
So the baddie in front of Sarge. Dave says he feels like he wants chocolate now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, because you brought up the ding dong?
Yeah. He's going to have a 13 to hit.
No.
Okay. So he will miss that.
Get out of here with that 13. Does Dave like the
Enemies
new
cannot
camera
pass
angle?
through.
You can pass through spaces occupied by friendlies, but not enemies.
Got it. So then he will stay there.
I'm just like in front of the door. Like, he's not getting past me.
Nobody gets through here.
This fella.
He just collapses on the dead bodies.
He steps over the bodies and then he moves to there to attack Palakli.
No.
He's going to critically fail, so on his way past the
Oh,
bodies,
he does.
he will trip and can we
Yes.
make
Let's
him
go.
prone?
Idiot.
Yeah, Palakli's just like
Idiots.
dumb.
Dingus.
Dave likes the new camera angle.
Good.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Now you can actually see what we're doing up here.
Okay.
Oh, I think you bumped the camera, by the way.
Yeah, I'll fix it in a second.
Okay.
You hear the sound of breaking glass
No.
behind you.
That's a cut copy song.
and
Anyways.
someone has dove in the window
Ooh,
here.
boy.
And there are friends behind him.
Oh,
Can
gosh.
you put that last guy behind the fella next to Che? Nope.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Which means this is now open for business.
Ugh,
Tongi's house, open for business.
hate business.
Um,
Don't ever put me in a situation.
Cool.
Not ever make me do this.
so who's top of the initiative?
Lynn.
Lin Pei is going to go, oh, and scoot over here, and she's going to make.
Uh-huh.
She's a bit squeamished out by her last, like, gross hurt that she did, so she's going to do a smaller hurt. How many rocks do you get per level for the magic missile spell?
I don't know. Sorry. I didn't know that was the thing.
I gotta look at real quick. I didn't update it. Sorry.
What do you think?
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I'm glad someone was here to see the new camera angle. It was always such a hassle to set up the camera again to see the board, so we just didn't do it usually. But now we have two cameras, so we can have a view of the board too. It is still kind of a small view of the board. I haven't set up a good apparatus to have a bigger view, so for now combat will be a little tiny, but I mean that's probably good. I think that this particular fight
I think
has
it's more accessible for people to watch and see.
Well, and this fight has kind of a vibe of claustrophobia as you guys are getting
all
surrounded.
in a little tiny house.
Mm-hmm. I wish Sarge had a bigger weapon.
All you have are your rocks.
All I
right?
have is bending and my little dagger.
Stab him.
Yeah, but my dagger it only is 1d4. It's just like a little poke, little needle. Actually, I think that goes up. Still 1d4 plus 2 is not awesome.
Sorry. Lin Pei is going to throw 2 rocks.
Okay.
The first rock is going to deal 5 damage. The second rock is going to deal 2 damage to the individual who's just come in through that door there.
Okay, so how much total?
7?
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what she does. And that's all she wrote.
Okay. Who's next in initiative?
I am Sarge. Nice to meet you. I'm looking at this thing, trying to figure out 1d4 per level. Oh, so that means I get to do 1d4 4 times. Alright then, this is called Chilling Hands, but I don't know how to make it, sharp hands, rocky boys. So anyways,
Pebble Palm.
Pebble Palm, and essentially, it actually is a distant thing, so I don't. It's not by touch, but I'm gonna stay this close and kind of like
It's
point
ranged.
blank. It is ranged because chill touch is touch.
But it's a spell, so she wouldn't have disadvantage or have any penalties for being that close. I don't think.
I don't know.
So you're good.
Okay. Like kind of like a point blank thing. I'm going to take rocks out with my hand and then like give them a 1-2.
Do they form onto your fists?
Well, I'm
Or do
actually
you-
envisioning it like in front of my fist. So I'm not physically punching him. It's the rocks flying at him from like a point blank thing in his face.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to do. And I probably hit, seeing as I got a 15.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then I do 1d4 per level, so that's 11 points of damage.
Cool. At the guy directly in front of you.
Yes.
He goes down.
Nice. And I do a nice hearty, yeah! Feeling strong. And then I'm going to back up a little.
Okay.
All right. And then it is Pilackley.
All right. I'm gonna swing at this dude on the ground.
Oh, yeah. And you get advantage, right? Because he's prone? Or is that how that works?
Since we're doing like kind of 3.5, there's no
Oh.
advantage. But what, Joseph? Do you remember what the
For
being
flanking?
prone?
Um,
Since there's no disadvantage, what happened in 3.5?
I can't remember.
Don't they just use their flat-footed DC?
There you go. Yep, that's true.
Okay.
And flat-footed is what?
It's on there.
Whatever.
I'm not
their-
looking at a sheet.
It's their armor class minus their dexterity modifier.
Got it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Seven damage.
7 damage. Okay. You slash him real good.
Does he die?
No, he doesn't die, but he feels real hurt. They're
Aw.
on the ground.
Emotionally, he
kinda-
feels real
He
hurt
kind
by
of
that.
curls like, ugh.
Can't
You should've
believe.
hit me, I was
Why would
on
you do
ground.
that? Like I'm literally lying on the floor.
Oh, okay. Who's next?
Tong Yi.
Tong Yi. Okay. Tong Yi is going to turn around and run towards the guys that came in the window. Someone could move him over there.
What?
How close? What's your?
Within 5 feet. There you go. Actually, move him to the one down. There you go. And he will take a slash. He's going to miss. The guy's going to deftly block with his sword. But you can see, well, you, Lin.
I probably can't see anything.
Lin
Lin Pei, can see that the other guy's sword chips a little bit when it hits Tong Yi's.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
it doesn't break or anything, but it's got a little chip in it. And that will be the end of Tong Yi's turn. So we are around to the bad guys. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. This bad guy will move here. This one will move in. This guy will stand up. This one will move in. This one will move in. So, one fella's going to take a swipe at Tong Yi and is going to hit.
Ouchie.
Take a swing at
Ouchie, ouchie.
or not Palakli. Well, I mean,
Sarge.
they will in a second. 18 to hit Lin
Lin Pei.
Pei. I don't know why I keep forgetting that.
It's okay.
18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, they'll hit you. There's 2 going for. Sorry, I had to get that one out. There's 2 going for Palakli.
Okay.
6 and 13.
Nope.
They will both miss. You'll be able to block them deftly with your sword,
Nice.
and then one fella is going to do swords against Che, and we'll have a 15 to hit.
If it's exactly my AC, does it hit?
Yeah.
Then yes.
So that one will hit. Okay. So damage against Tong Yi. Just 3. Tong Yi's doing all right.
I'm sorry, how much did I just take from that?
You just took 7.
Oof. Oh, great.
And then
Great.
Sarge.
did they hit you too?
Yep.
Okay.
Surge.
8.
Ow. But
Ouchie.
instead I just go "Arrgh," because I'm a big buff
You
boy.
just take it.
Big
Yep.
buff boy.
Big buff boy.
Big buff boy.
And that we are. That's the end of that round.
Back up to Lynn.
Correct.
Let's see. You're gonna hear one more window break.
No.
Oh many windows does this guy have?
Not as many as he used to.
Oh god, I love that many. Not as many as he used to. None.
And two more fellas have entered the house. Or one has entered the house and one is on his way. We are back around to
Lynn.
Blackley or Lynn.
Yep.
And pay. Lin Pei is going to pick up a bunch of gravel and just kind of like shotgun and spray it
Okay.
at all of these fellas in a cone.
Okay.
So I think she's going to be able to get them all. She's doing a burning.
Would that hit Tonguey?
Oh, you're right. He's in amongst them. I'd like to turn it. It's a cone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to turn it so that the cone just scrapes this.
Okay.
I think I can do that. And they're both going to take. Sweet. 6 damage. Or 5 damage.
Okay. The guy next to you goes down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit him right in the face. The guy in the back is doing okay. He doesn't seem to have taken as much. He was doing better.
Right.
But that was good. Got one down.
Heck yeah.
Who's next?
I
And can you take him
am.
off the field, please?
I don't know. I can't,
This guy right here?
Yes.
if can I take my dagger and since this guy kind of is crowding me in the corner, I want to take my dagger and like backhanding it. I want to try to this is for Nickelodeon, but slash his throat. If I
I
could.
just don't see it.
Okay.
Ow, my throat.
13.
You kill him.
Wait, no. I hit him.
Oh.
We don't
yeah,
see
you
it
hit him.
happen though.
Gonna say.
Sorry, I thought that too much damage.
Yeah, that would be nice. Ooh. 6 points of damage.
Still pretty good.
All right.
Still standing though.
Can I disengage side? No, you can't do that because I'm in the corner, and anywhere I would move 5 foot away, he could still attack me. So, never mind. I'll just sit here and be cramped.
Okay.
Next is Blackley.
Okay. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
take my sword and swing it. Does 14 hit?
Yes.
Going for the
Nice. That little dude.
sword. 9 damage.
Neato.
On which guy?
This one.
Okay. He's looking real bad. But still
Good
standing.
for him.
I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anything else?
Joseph,
Or is
can you
next?
pass the Sour Patch Kids
Mhm.
over?
And then that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Then it is Tongyi.
Tonguey is going to swipe at the guy right in front of him. It's gonna hit. Woo, good for you, buddy.
Were you
He,
gonna say Bep?
I don't remember what I was gonna say. He
for
does
you, Bip.
his maximum damage, which is 10, which
Yay.
is twice as much as he needed. So
Yay!
the guy
Awesome.
turns into Jibs.
What?
Into
In-
the what?
In Doom, if you deal enough damage to an enemy that is, it puts them into negative half their damage.
Yeah.
The game reads in the original Doom, that their body turns into Jibs, so the little like goopy blood little bits explosions.
Oh,
Rather than just being a
those.
body that falls over,
Yeah.
it turns them into just you know, the
Blood.
This
those
is
are-
like original Doom, like
Yeah.
NES Doom.
yeah, that's in the code.
Oh, cool.
If you do that, if you do enough damage to it,
Turns into-
enough negative
It's called
damage.
Jibs.
Yeah,
Like that.
or giblets or giblets or whatever.
Yeah, it's like giblet. Yeah, like giblets. Yes,
Ew.
giblets.
And then it is after Tangyi. It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
move over to the guys. To no, wrong. That's yep. Move him that way 3. 2, perfect. And he will square up to fight those guys.
Square up.
Grab my dude.
Oh, and can you take that guy off the field? The one that he killed.
Which one?
Where
there.
he used to be standing.
Oh.
There you go.
Nice.
Cool. Who's next? Bad guys?
Baddies.
Okay. So this bad guy will move there.
One bad guy's way away from the house. He's
This one will move
facing the
there.
wrong way.
Yeah.
Where did everybody go?
He's a lookout.
Yeah.
This bad guy is going to run over here, incurring an opportunity attack from Palakli. Or Palakli.
Yeah. Does a 22 hit?
Yes. So he tries to make a move over towards
I stop him
Lin
with
Pei.
my sword.
Clothesline him.
Yeah,
yeah, he
put
just
it
runs
out
into
front
it.
of
How much damage do you do?
I do 5 damage.
And you kill him on his way out.
Awesome.
Yeah. You just have to put the sword up, let him walk into it.
Yeah.
The oh, I'm sorry, the other one.
Oh.
So this guy is gone. That one's still there. The one that is still by Palakli is gonna take a swing. 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it will do 6 damage.
Yeah, it does.
It does. She agrees.
Do I have a
Um,
pencil?
Both of the fellas around Tongyi are gonna attack him, and they're both gonna miss. And then the fella is going to attack Jay. Sarge for 17 to hit,
Yeah.
Oh, Sarge.
and is gonna do 8 damage again.
Owie!
Where you at?
Yeah,
I
we're
don't know
gonna.
yet. I need to find his 8. Thank you. I'm still standing. 16.
16 left.
Yeah.
All right. That is the end of the bad guys. All right, who's next?
Lynn.
I'm gonna go Sarge and girdle.
I'm currently like groaning, but I'm trying to keep it in like a strong way, like a. But I'm actually kind of starting to.
Yeah, I can see that you're not doing good. I'm gonna. These walls are stone, I would guess. Wally was made out of stone.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a stone with bending behind this guy and try to pull it into the back of his head
Neat.
Okay. that's
off the
cool.
wall and like deck him forward. And this is one of my big moves. Big move. Yes, please, no. 10.
10 does not hit it. As you pull this chunk
Never
out of
heard
the
that
wall,
sound from Lynn before.
I'm guessing you pull it from the far wall, the exterior wall.
Mm-hmm.
As you pull this chunk out, you can see out to the street beyond, and a shadow passes in front of.
Oh.
What?
A large shadow passes.
Like
behind
another
the
one
hole.
coming in?
It's gonna be what's his name?
What's this woo?
Oh my gosh,
Panook.
Panook?
Panook?
You think it's gonna be Panook?
I don't think so.
I
think
don't
we're
want to
done.
meet Panook like this.
All right, who's next?
Me, Sarge. Me, Sarge. And I am going to
The noodle.
panoodle him. No, I'm
Panoodle.
gonna I still have my dagger, and maybe while he's looking the other way, I'm gonna try to get him in the cheek. My
Ooh,
blade.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is not Nickelodeon friendly.
But buddy, you gotta do it. 14.
14 will hit.
Nice.
Right in his cheek.
Right in his little cheek pocket. That would be. No, 5 points of damage.
Okay. That is enough.
Nice.
Seems like you connected with something else, not just his cheek. You got a little
brain in there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So as
Maybe I aimed a little high.
You feel
Brain
the
doesn't
pressure.
connect
You
with
feel
cheek.
some
I
pressure
get-
on the knife
did
pulling
some-
down, and as you pull out of his face, he just crumples.
That's too bad for him.
You are facing right towards the door.
Um.
As he falls, you see something dark and big moving outside.
I'm like, Lynn, did you just do
What is this? I don't like that!
Okay.
Dark and big. It's a sky bison.
Yeah.
Could be.
Your airbender's running away.
Okay. Who's next?
Pilackley.
I'm gonna try to finish off this dude in front of me.
Finish these
That
fools.
20.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
Also, I keep forgetting
Can you
that
confirm
my
it?
critical is 18 to 20.
Confirm it.
Ooh, that's nice.
19.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you kill him.
Yes.
No matter what.
10 damage.
He has 2, and she would get
She
to double it.
critically
So
killed him.
regardless, she killed him.
Super duper
That guy is gone. Too bad you wasted your critical on the
She
guy
doesn't.
with
He
2
doesn't
health.
know in the game though.
Okay. Good move. You gotta do anything else?
No.
No.
That was all
Absolutely not.
I needed.
Turn around. Very slowly.
Just like. Snap.
How does flanking work? Did we figure that out for 3.5?
Yep, it's just a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
Now it's tonguey.
Tonguey. He will attack the guy to his that way, his left. He's gonna miss. That guy's going to meet his blade with his own. But again, it will chip. The enemy's blade will chip.
Cool sword.
And then
She says from the other room.
he will ready up for whatever attacks are coming towards him. And now it's the bad guys.
Yes.
Okay, so they're flanking him. He's getting flunked.
You've been flunked.
So
You've been flunkified.
the guy in front of him is still gonna miss, and the guy to his left is no, he'll hit. And he will do 8 damage to Tongi.
Tonguey, no.
Money.
Okay,
Baby, no.
he's still doing good. And that'll be the end of the bad guy's turn. Back around to
We still don't know what was outside.
Lin Pei.
Yeah, Lynn.
How many bad guys are still in here? Just 1?
2.
2?
There's the 2 next to Tongi.
Lin Pei wants to know what the thing was outside.
You gonna look?
Have you guys mentioned it?
Yeah, we both of us like
We've
screamed at
acknowledged.
it.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should. There's something big and shadowy and creepy walking around outside. I'm gonna go look at it,
Is it
okay?
friendly?
I want to find out. It just ran past this window like seconds ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go run to that window, that opening, and like look out into the street to see if I can see it. To the left and then to the right.
Okay. Investigation.
Oh yeah.
Or spot, because it's specific.
It's a good point. Or I guess there's I'm flipping
There's a
between
couple-
3.5.
there's a couple different-
Search.
Yeah. there
Search
we
your
go.
spot.
Not so bad at that. I'm an observant lady. 16.
So you do see it kind of going. Just it's behind a couple buildings, but it's going this way, back towards the front
What
entrance.
the-
Of
But what is it? How big?
Is it a blimp?
it is
It's a sky bison.
Why would it be a sky bison if Pinocchio?
clearly not a person.
But there's no
Although
air- we
with
don't
a
know
what did
the
you get for your
airbenders.
score?
16.
You did see that it appears to be a person-sized shape running next to it.
Mm,
Polar bear
It
dog?
looks like it does
yeah.
bounds. instead of
It
running or
could be a
anything.
polar
Or-
bear dog.
What's that one
It
thing
sort of
that
moves
the,
like a very large
that the
bunny.
bounty hunter
Like a very
had?
large bunny.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the
Doing big
sniff,
boink.
The
The
sniffer, the sniffing one.
yeah, the
Yeah.
tracker,
Okay.
Or it's a bunny.
bounces.
or it's just a
So
giant
maybe
rabbit.
I don't know.
Is it friendly?
Rabbit force.
And it seems like
Tommy!
it's going toward the front of the house.
Ask Tony if his.
It's headed that direction. I don't know if it looked like it was going.
What does
Ask Tongi if
what
he
does
has
Panook
a.
have?
Weren't we supposed to distract these guys so Panook could get to?
Get all the prisoners out,
you're-
or all the.
No, you're
People.
So you have other people getting the refugees out.
Right. He's
you
gonna
are
cause-
bringing everyone. You're trying to say, "Hey, everybody, follow me over to the Citadel," where Panook is going to do something impressive. I imagine.
So should we?
We should probably
just
get
run
to the Citadel. Yeah, I feel like we've been. Yeah.
Well, the Citadel is you're just like a block from it. You're pretty much there. You've done your job.
Oh, we're doing the
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Okay,
cool.
cool.
You're kind of just holding out.
Got it.
Until you can escape.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you did your job, and then Panook said, "Get out of the city once you brought him over."
What
Yeah.
is Panook's animal?
Hey,
We would know,
hey, Tom,
right?
yay! I screamed from the other room.
What?
What's Panook's animal friend? Does he have one? What does it look like? What's its name? What's his favorite color?
And he yells back what it is. It's not it does not appear to be the thing that you saw.
And he's not
Okay.
gonna tell us either, because
Oh, he tells your characters, but
But
I
we-
am not going to tell you players.
Why? Wouldn't we know?
So
Wouldn't
it
our other
wasn't that
characters know?
creepy. Okay. Guys, I thought that maybe Panook and his animal friend were outside, but it's something else, and I think it's coming to
should we
party.
fight it?
I think it's probably gonna come fight us.
I don't think we'll be able to get away if we don't.
Also, isn't there still a bad guy in here with us?
Yeah, there's a
'Cause We
couple.
talk.
I think I moved
You
like
guys are. I would say this is a conversation happening over the last round.
Okay.
20, 25, 30. I can make it into the next room, and I can throw a rock at him.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that. Throw 2 rocks at him.
Throw that rock.
Rock number 1, 2 damage. Rock number 2, 4 damage. Total is 6 damage
Against that guy closest to you.
against Flaggy Boy.
Okay. So I'm sorry. How much total?
6.
6. Okay.
2 rocks. 6.
2 rocks.
2 rocks. No good, Boven.
Okay. Who's next?
Me, Sarge. I'm not gonna be able to. Get off of me.
What?
Lynn was holding on to my leg.
Oh.
I don't think I can do anything.
No, don't leave me.
I think you'd have an angle on him.
But there's a corner, and then also my friend right in front of me.
But you could do a diagonal, and if you
Alright.
can get to that square, you can get to the one. That
Then
they're
I
in.
guess I'll do the magic missile again and toss it. Toss it.
Okay.
Giant rock, or I guess not a giant rock.
We'll just have to like tap Lynn on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'd be like,
and
"Duck!"
so she knows that you're doing this.
No!
Lynn, duck.
Toss me. You're gonna have to toss me. I cannot jump the distance.
8 points
Don't
of
tell the
damage
elf.
to Flag Boy.
Okay, Flag Boy goes down.
What's that
Nice.
from?
Lord of the Rings.
You should watch it, Mo.
You should watch it sometime.
I've given up.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that it for your move? your
Yeah, I
turn?
can't move anymore.
Cool. Who's next?
Yeah, who is next?
Pill.
Black.
Lee.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Team effort.
I'm gonna step out the door and look around.
Okay. For anything in particular, you're looking for
What do I
this.
see?
Give me a perception check if you're just kind of generally looking.
You're about to get pounded by a giant rabbit.
19.
You see nothing.
All right.
Wow.
It looks like there are no more men coming from this direction at the moment. It does look like you can see a couple streets over. It looks like there are torches, but they're not moving towards you. They're kind of moving past you towards the Citadel. So it seems
Okay,
like
good.
you have
Done the
successfully gotten a lot of them to move towards the Citadel, and only a few were able to. They spotted you and followed you over here.
Okay.
Next is Tongi.
Okay, Tongi's gonna try to finish off this last guy.
Do it.
He is going to hit, which is good. Although he's probably not going to be able to do enough damage in one roll. Certainly not going to do enough damage. He only did 3 damage.
He's exhausted.
Yes.
He's sleepy boy.
So the guy, Tongi, slashes him good, gets a good cut on his shoulder, but it's not super deep. So it'll bug him, but he can keep swinging.
Ow.
What
Um,
the heck?
Ow.
So now it is the bad guy's turn.
Baddies.
Bad guy's going to swing at Tongi. My mind is just not working right today. And he is going to hit. He's going to.
Tongi, duck. And he does
They're
not do so.
locked in sword combat. Jeez. He's gonna get 6 damage to Tongi, which is okay. Cool. So Tongi reels from the slash. Tongi's looking like he's at about half health.
Sorry.
Who's next?
Lynn.
Okay. Lynn's going to. She's almost entirely out of spells, so Lynn is going to. Here's how I'm going to characterize this. Lynn is going to, in lieu of not really having a lot of like bending chutzpah left, she's going to grab the floor as she's running and scoop a chunk of rock out of the floor, and it's going to shape itself into a long stick with a knob on the end, a la a club, and she's going to try to thump this fella with it. Excuse me. 6.
6 does not.
Okay. No, she's not good with the club.
That's okay. That happens. She was a construction worker, not a club.
It's like a hammer.
Clever, yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Me.
She never went to the clubs.
Sarge. I will. Rock on up to the bad guy. And I still have something left. I would like to do Ray of Frost, which I guess I will characterize as like pebbles, sharp little pebble boys,
Okay.
and toss it at his face. 12?
12 will hit.
Oh, cool. 4 damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty bad, but he's not down yet.
Ugh.
Alright, then it is Pilakli.
Okay.
Walks back in and is like, you guys still aren't done?
I'd like her. I'm gonna ready an action to see, like, ready an action to attack if there are more people or things that come up.
But you're not going to do anything to the guy that's still there?
No.
Okay.
I'm outside.
Alright. So anyone you see, you're going to attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not anyone. Like, if they're a bad guy, I'm gonna attack. A child walks up.
Attack. Then it is Tongi.
Okay. Tongi is hopefully going to finish this guy. He will hit, which is good. And he does enough.
Nice.
He slashes this guy. One final mighty slash. You hear the whispers of his sword as he cuts into this guy.
I'd like to steal his sword. I would like Rhea to
Oh my
have his sword.
god.
And this final
Well, he doesn't
fella
have it now, does
goes
he?
down.
Probably confiscated.
As this guy hits the ground, Tongi will wipe off the blade of his sword, put it back in his sheath, and say, "All right, what did you see out there?"
I don't know. It was just a big thing, and it was like hopping like a rabbit, and then there was a person with it. But I don't know.
Okay. Did it look like it was heading this way?
Yeah, but then when we looked outside, it wasn't there. When you looked outside, you said there wasn't anything there.
Yeah, there's not anything here.
Yeah, so maybe not our problem.
Okay, well, if it doesn't look like it's coming this way, now seems like a good time to try to.
What's
Get
up with
outta
your
here.
sword?
Oh, I'll tell you about it later. In the kitchen, there's a passage. We used to use it during the first occupation
bolt to the.
to smuggle people out.
Yeah, same. I don't want to die. I'm like, yeah, for my kids.
I'm not a bender. It needs to be opened by bending. It's under these 2 flagstones.
Yeah,
Teamwork?
yep, together.
Yeah, you slide them apart, and
It's already open.
You walk in
Sorry,
saying
look
that.
out.
Wait, what are you guys doing?
you slide it apart, and it reveals stone steps leading down into a dark passage.
Let's go!
I bolt down the stairs.
This should take us right out of the city. You guys go down first. He makes sure that
Should we close the rocks above us?
probably when he gets to the bottom of the stairs.
Does he have like a garbage can lid or a sled?
Or just rock, earth?
It's just like a couple steps down. It's not super far. You want to sled down these
I'd like
steps?
to.
Let's see. You can make a quick search check in the kitchen to see if there's anything there, like a serving
A large
platter.
platter.
Searches wisdom?
I don't know.
Intelligence?
Let me see. Search is intelligence.
Okay. 15.
15, yeah. You find what looks like it would have been the lid to a crockpot type thing.
But it's really big.
And you're a tinier person.
Okay.
You could probably just barely fit
I hop
on it.
in.
Yeah.
Guys, look.
Give me a dex check to not faceplant.
All of us or just her?
Just her, because she's trying to slide down on a tray.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to
13.
Legolas.
You guys walk down this.
like
Are
normally.
you sitting on it, or are you standing on
I'm
it?
sitting on it.
Okay. And you got what?
13.
You almost scrape your fingers holding onto this thing.
Ouchie.
But you catch yourself just at the right time, and
Nice.
you make it down just barely unscathed.
It was quicker.
What?
Tongi says, "Oh, I need to grab something real quick," and he goes back up to where his bedroom is. And you.
What are you
three-
grabbing?
You 3 hear a scuffle, a large crunch of stones,
It's a granola bar.
and suddenly you see the sheath and sword of Tongi fall into the hole, and he says,
Ooh.
"Close it! Go!"
What?
All right,
Why?
that's for you, Rhea.
Okay.
All right.
Close
I
it
mean,
up.
okay.
What's going on?
Close it.
Yeah.
Why?
Um, Just as it closes, you catch a glimpse of a badger mole, giant badger mole, stomping around. It's got a chain around its neck,
Oh my god.
which you just glimpse.
Yeah,
Glance.
You
glance.
just glimpse it being held by a Shinpei soldier,
Oh no.
We know he doesn't die though.
and
True.
Spoilers.
that is the end of the encounter.
All right.
Ah!
And we fade back to so that we have the same view of it's kind of a view down into the tunnel of you guys turning around and hightailing it out of there, which fades to a similar view of the tunnel. The rocks slide open. The camera turns around and we see Khan has slid open the rocks and is standing there with Tongi.
Good thing we had an
Rhea.
earthbender with us.
Good
Otherwise,
thing.
we just have to
Good
chip
thing.
away.
Yeah.
Tongi steps down the stairs, and the camera tilts down, and he picks up the sheath with the sword in it. He slides it open and says, "Good, it's still here.
That's a really cool sword, man.
Thank you."
What's it? What What's the
What'd it do?
How much horsepower?
What that
what's
sword do?
the-
It's called the blade of the four elements.
Whoa!
It is.
My sword's called.
I'm just the Lynn.
My sword's called.
No, that's not. Con goes.
My sword's called the blade of it.
Matches.
The blade of
Can't
the
a
blade
single
that
candle.
killer blade.
So what we're gonna do is
The
when
blade that can kill your blade.
is
Awesome.
when Tongi says it's called the blade of the four elements. We'll cut to a commercial there, and then when we fade back, Rhea can say, "Yo, well, mine's called the blade of I'll kill your blade." So commercial break.
Commercial break.
Where's the break?
Pocky, new from Pocky. Pocky.
Try our new Pocky.
Have our
Pocky.
Pocky.
But they're thick.
Biscotti.
Thicky.
So apparently there are
Cockney
cookies and
Biscotti.
cream Oreos,
But
which the meme
isn't
said
that
Yeah.
just cookies
Oreo
and
flavored
cream?
Oreos.
They finally did it.
So
That doesn't make
Oreo-flavored
any
Oreos.
sense.
new from Oreo,
Right.
Oreo flavored Oreos. It's got cookies, it's got cream, and then it's got more cookies and cream because that's the flavor. And but it already
Yeah.
had cookies. It was a cookie. It is a cookie.
Cookie
It is a
cream.
cookie, and it's filled with cream, which is filled with cookies. And
Cookies.
more cream. So
Try it.
give it a shot. Give
Cookies
it a
and
whirl.
cream. Cream cookies. Cookies. I'm sorry. That
Try
was
it now.
So unnecessary. Cookies and cream.
Eat 'em up.
Cookies and cream. Cookies.
The commercial just lingers on this one dude.
It's literally just a guy on his phone, like just mumbling to himself in the car.
Cookies.
Cookies and cream.
Eat 'em up. Crunch, crunch. Scrolling through Twitter.
Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. I like cookies and cream. Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Cookie in the cream in the cookie with the cream and the cookie cream. Cookie. I like to eat Oreos in my car. Listen to the current. Cream. Cream.
And
Cream.
cookie.
Cookie in the cream.
And crunch it up.
I don't want this commercial to exist.
Every time we'd be like, oh, where's the skip ad?
It's so long
Yeah.
too.
You can't skip it for like 30 seconds. I don't know what's going on with my brain
Just-
right now.
You're occupying
it's
space.
just-
Man, I was
you know.
having a really tough time remembering names during combat.
Yeah.
Because we just came up with these random
Even
names.
Tongi, I was having a tough time.
That's true. That's true.
Just I gotta get back into the D&D headspace. Took two weeks off and.
Yeah, you
a
just
week
forget
off.
everything. I know how that feels. It's actually like a genuine issue for me.
I guess it's tough when it's all new characters.
Yes, very much so.
Even though I've known about Tongi the whole time, we've
You've
only
been
just started talking about
thinking about him
last
for a
week,
while.
so I don't like my voice for him.
You don't like your
Maybe
Tongi
change it.
voice? Because it's just like default.
I'm kind of out of voices that my voice can do without doing an accent.
Well, I'm not the DM, so I can't give you any sort of recommendation. Wow, Carl Urban. Young Carl Urban, let's go.
Oh, wow, look at it.
I know, look at that. I mean, not like he's not in insane shape still, but
But
like,
still, yeah.
yeah, wow.
Look at that boy.
Okay. That's always fun.
Doop-a-da-doo. 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 Doop-a-da-doo.
Shay wants us to get copyrighted for playing Halo music.
Oh, you really think that they're gonna pick up on me going doop-a-da-doo, doop-a-da-doo? Be like, we know that song, and no, you cannot.
That would
have
be
it.
that would be pretty hilarious, actually. How dare they? How dare they?
It's too good of a rendition.
Too bad I never remembered to use these
What? Oh, those
sound
noises.
effects.
It's okay. Okay, I gotta figure out if I can get. Do you think I feel like you guys would know the answer to this question? Can you watch Amazon stuff like Amazon exclusives if you don't have an Amazon account?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
I think all the exclusives are
Prime.
like through Prime. You have to
Yeah.
have not only an account but Prime.
But if you have Amazon Prime, do you get access to their TV shows?
Yes.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta figure this out because I really want to watch a show on Amazon, and
Well, do you know someone with Prime?
I think my folks have it. Yeah.
Isn't your Prime account already linked to his? Isn't that why he bought a mixer for you?
Yeah, I think so. I just don't remember his.
We should go get cake.
What did you say? Cake?
Yeah. Let's go to the grocery store.
Okay, we're all back.
Yes.
Cool.
And we're back.
So we fade up on a dark hill outside of the city of Wally. This hill currently has, several tents erected on it. The tents are green and brown in color.
Wait, we went.
We're in the present day?
Nope, we're in the past.
Oh,
Okay.
It's nighttime. That's how you know.
Ah.
We hear sound like stones grinding together, and a man steps out of the tent to see what the sound is. He appears to be dressed a little finer than the other soldiers around, perhaps a general type look. And he looks down the hill to see a badger mole kind of moving up the hill and going like, rubbing its little paws together.
Scheming.
And its
Wait,
paws,
what?
It's
Is this like that meme, like that?
well, it's rubbing its paws together, and next to it you see a stone, a block of stone, which is encasing Tong Yi, that is being slid up the hill by the badger. This is how it's bending the stone up the hill.
Wow.
It just kind of grinds through the ground. The badger mole is being led by the soldier we had previously seen.
That's cool.
And the guy pulls the chain of the badger mole, and the badger mole stops bringing Tong Yi just as he reaches the spot right before this general. And the man says, "I brought you a present, General." And the general says, "Very good, very good. What is your name?" "I will not tell you my name. You are scum and occupying my..." And as Tong Yi is
What?
saying this, the general just kind of takes out a handkerchief out of his pocket and gags Tong Yi.
Oh, Tong Yi.
And Tong Yi goes, tries to continue talking through it, but can't. And he just kind of stares at him like this, And the man holding the badger mole says, "Some of our informants say that his name is Tong Yi."
Yikes.
"Ah, Tong Yi. I've heard that name. You've been quite the thorn in our side. Well, you will make an excellent addition to Shinpei's menagerie of traitors. Well, we'll take him to, what was the place that we were just at, the other city?
Wally?
No. When are we at the
Juding?
party?
Gen
Janyu. Well, we'll take him to Janyu tomorrow. Excellent work. Go ahead and feed your pet a treat.
Why, thank you, sir. Do you think I could have one of the prisoners as a treat?
I
about
suppose
his
we don't need
legs?
all of them now that we have such a high-ranking
Oh my
prisoner. Feel free. Take one of the lesser ones there, down the hill in the cages. The man with the chain kind of tugs on the chain, and the badger mole starts bending Tongi with them.
Yeah, I love that he's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get fed tonight.
Starts bending Tongi with them, but then they hear something behind them, and everyone stops and sort of looks, and in the center of the city, the citadel has sort of, it almost looks like a spotlight on it, but it's like a bright white light,
No dice.
and then it starts growing, and this bright white light just keeps growing until there is a sphere of energy in the center of the city.
Weed, what?
And it's too far and too bright to really make out any details of what's going on, but all of a sudden the sphere just instantly collapses, and then there's a beat, and then you can see the city. There's just this massive shockwave
Oh my
that
gosh.
goes through the city, except you don't hear it until, so the shockwave goes,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you hear it go all over the hills. This giant vibration
it's
and
spirit energy.
explosion of
Sound like
power,
Kankora.
and everyone averts their eyes for a second to block the dust that gets kicked up by this shockwave, and when they turn back, the city is just gone.
What?
What is that?
Did Panook do that?
Is the rubble that we've seen.
But it couldn't
this whole
have,
time.
right?
No.
He said he was gonna make a distraction at the watchtower.
Maybe.
And
So he destroyed Wally.
Maybe Panook
Panook!
destroyed Wally.
the general and everyone look at the city, and the general says, by the spirits, what was that?
It wasn't them. It was Panook.
That's, I don't think we can handle.
Perhaps you're right. Men, pack up, we must leave now.
No.
The city is lost. Move out.
Talk about some distraction.
Yeah, whoa.
Also, he didn't even know that we were gone for sure. Like, he was just like, they've had time.
The shot of the city from this. Oh, by the way,
Why did we not see any bodies when we were in the city then?
Yes, it
the
destroyed them all.
the citadel, when the explosion happened, you saw this big chunk fly out past some hills.
Nice.
Yeah, of course.
Remember that?
And then there were chunks of stone
Into the
splattering
hill.
into the hills.
Crazy.
These hills are the
Was the thing like at the Citadel? Is that where it started?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little shady, isn't it?
the
I wonder we got along.
the scene we're looking at, the general and such, is from a hill to the sort of southeast of the city. So when you guys walked into the city, you were coming at it from directly west. So it's like over there. That scene fades to daytime as we jump back to the present, and we see you four and Draco crest this hill as you walk up.
But
But
what's his name? Our guy?
Tangi.
He was inside of a rock, so we didn't see it.
He
he
saw
say
it.
that?
He was just on this hill, so he was far away from it. He
Okay.
saw it. He
Okay.
saw what
Have
happened.
we asked him yet, like, what exactly happened? Like, what?
I think you kind of broached the subject. If he said anything, it was just that he wasn't in the city when it happened, so he's not sure what caused this. He has been regaling you about the details of the Blade of the Four Elements.
cool.
It is a ancient heirloom that was passed between mentors and then children, parent to child, and such. It's been passed down many generations, and it ended up with him. He was never a fighter, but his father gave it to him as an heirloom. The history of it is that long ago, an Avatar decided. Well, he was experimenting with his abilities. You know what? She was experimenting with her
There
abilities.
you go.
An Avatar, she was experimenting with her abilities, and she decided to try to form a material while using all 4 elements at once. So she began by using her fire to superheat a chunk of rock, which she then earth bent into the shape she wanted this blade. And then she used air bending to push air in through these complicated, very specific channels in the rock, making it very lightweight because there's a lot of air in it, but also the internal structure is very specific, so it's very strong. And then she used ice bending to bend ice around the blade to cool it super quickly into this crazy cool new kind of stone. Because of the way it was forged, it's incredibly difficult to earthbend. And the holes in it, that's very porous holes that were caused by the airbending, as you swing it, it almost sounds like there's whispering.
That's cool.
So he takes it out and he swings it for you guys so you hear it.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's whispering. And the voices of all that were slain were
Yeah,
So
nice.
cool.
singing through it.
Rio wants it.
But
Of course she does.
only a few of these were forged by this one Avatar,
Cool.
who was the only one who bothered to figure out how to do it. So there's very few of them, if any others even exist out in the world. And incredibly durable, stronger than most metals,
Guys, I want to make Panook make one for me when we see him.
Can you make me a sword?
I asked if he'd try to make one. He said maybe when the war is over, he can take some
Nice.
time to figure out how to do it.
Did
How did it end up as a family? Sorry, you go.
Tong Yi tell us the whole story that we saw in the flashbacks?
He explained when you guys got to his house, as you were, sliding the things apart. He did explain that him and a group had, when they were, sent to bring people to the Citadel and distract
right.
them.
What I'm
he
really
had-
curious about is, did he tell us about the part where the Citadel blew up?
What he told you was that he was, he had already been captured. So he didn't see exactly what caused it, but he did see the explosion itself.
What did it look like? Was it a earth? Was it fire?
It just looked like a bunch of bright light to me.
What color?
Mostly just white.
Can I use my knowledge of the spirit world and whatnot to try to think of if there is a way to harness spirit energy into something that could do this kind of destruction?
Spirit bomb.
Spirit bomb?
I will say out of game that yes, there is, but they don't discover it until Varric does it.
So, but can I hypothesize that would be possible?
Give me an intelligence check.
Maybe it's a lost art.
Good thing I have.
Well, I guess you need physical spirit material in the material world, right?
And we're
To do
the
that.
only ones with physical.
The spirit, yeah, they did need the spirit vines, which is probably why they never figured it out until then.
20 not nat.
You can hypothesize that if you could get
I think it's more
Um,
energy though.
spirit material,
Yeah.
like Joseph was saying, if you can get actual physical material into the world, and then you could agitate it somehow with your own kind of energy. But as far as you know, the only type of energy that is currently available that could do that is lightning bending, and it would take consistent and specific targeting to do that.
Yeah.
Do we know if Panook can lightning bend?
He could not.
Me either, Panook.
That is the only way you could hypothesize that it would work with
Okay.
spirit energy.
And as far as
And it would also take because of the low energy that is channeled through light, relatively low energy compared to what Varric was able to harness.
Yeah.
Because Varric he had batteries full of energy, rather than just one person doing a lightning bend.
Yeah.
It would take a ton of lightning benders doing this at the same time to do it,
Yeah.
and a large amount of the spirit material, because without like being very scientific about it like Varric is, your yield would be incredibly low.
Okay.
So I think it's energy bending of some kind.
Yeah.
That Pinnock did.
Crazy.
I would prefer
Rhea
to not
doesn't say
believe.
that.
I don't think he did it. I just think he's too perfect to do
I
something
like
like blow up
that.
a
I
city.
think that's an interesting idea. I mean, as characters, we probably don't know that.
Yeah.
No.
But I guess like a detect magic sort of thing. Is there a way that I can like?
Do you have detect magic?
I don't think we kept that. I don't think we kept it in the book.
You could just theorize about bending techniques.
Okay, so I can't
Like a
like
knowledge
meditate and then sense any sort of like spiritual residue.
You're gonna meditate right now?
Well,
just walking, oh my God.
You are like Iroh, where you can see spirit stuff
Even without.
even without
I didn't
being.
know Iroh could do that.
He sees
Yeah, I remember
Aang
he sees
and Roku's dragon when they're spirits.
Oh yeah.
And you haven't seen any unusually high amounts of spirit energy.
Okay.
Could Zuko see that stuff?
No.
So nothing stands out to you as being out of the
Oh,
ordinary.
he was
spirit-wise.
just reading something when he learned about,
Yep.
and then
He was
we
just
saw
reading
it visually.
Sozin's account.
Okay.
Roku was actually talking to Aang.
Okay.
Okay then. Are we still in the middle of Wali? Or?
No, you guys are on a hill to the southeast of Wali.
Gotcha.
Looking back at the city. You guys have exited the city and you're on your way to Juding.
Like where the camp was.
where the camp was, yeah.
Okay.
Tong Yi, as he, when he has finished swishing the blade around, he kind of offers it to Rhea and says, I know you're a swordsman or swordsperson. Do you want to try it out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool the first time
Yeah.
you swish it around.
You want to try mine?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. What do
Roll
you call
for
it?
flute.
Roll for flute. Yeah.
I told you what I call it.
Well, you told
Blade
me
that
in the
kills you.
non-canon before the thing, so what do you call it?
44.
It's probably your flute.
if it's under 50, it's your flute, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what we did.
Oh, this is my flute, but it's cool too. It also whistles.
I suppose, yeah. I guess if you combined your two
Flute sword.
That happens.
accoutrement,
Yeah. Floored.
Okay, I put it back. I put my sword in again.
he takes it, he swings it around. It's very nicely balanced. This must have cost a lot.
Yes,
is a
it
good
did.
blade.
Who
Super
forged
expensive,
it?
super nice sword.
Very good. You can do a lot of damage with this.
Did your dad buy it for you?
Yeah,
Cool. How's he doing anyway?
he's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him since I left. On this
Oh,
trip.
but he was fine when you left? He was like alive?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I try swinging around
probing.
Swing.
the echoes?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
You swing it around, and not only do you hear the whispers, but now you feel it. You feel vibrations. It's just like a little tingle.
That's
but
cool.
it's very different than any other sword you've swung,
Flute
where you can
sword.
feel the whispers
Floored.
vibrating through the handle.
This
the-
is
the
so
hilt.
cool.
And it's almost like if you try a little bit as you turn, like if you turn the blade with the swing, you can almost control
Make
the
music.
volume of the whispers
Oh, cool.
and the
Until it's just like a loud yelling.
yeah. So like if you practice a little bit, you could get some cool
Angry
different
Ford.
sounds out of it other
Cool.
than just whispers. Although I'm sure in the heat of battle you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't be
It's
able
all
to do that.
theatrics. It's part
But
of it.
you usually, and I'm talking to the dude now. You usually earthbend though, right?
I'm not a bender.
Oh.
That's why I had to have Khan open up that passage.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
So do you usually use the sword as your
That's my main weapon.
nice? Okay.
Rhea
guess-
here uses
Here.
the sword too.
I guess it's good fate that I, inherited a sword.
Can I have mine back?
Yeah, he gives you yours back. We'll have to practice sparring sometime.
Yeah.
Cute.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I have a thing, but I'm gonna hold on to it for
What?
future games.
Say your thing.
No, I think it would be more impactful
Okay.
if other things happened in
Pregnant.
between. By the
Guys.
way, if I've been showing recently, and it's Tong Ying's baby.
Oh my
That's why I was in my feels. I was like, get out, get out.
Get
can't
away
talk.
from me, Tongi.
Who's the father? Tigawak?
Higawak? Gross. That's Pinnock's brother, right?
Much.
Ugh. Get out of here.
So no other thoughts?
I kind of make eye contact with Tong Yi, and I kind of like smile, saying like that was cool of you. But I don't make it into a moment or anything.
Okay. He smiles and nods back as he continues talking sword shop with
Yeah.
Rhea.
Swap.
Schwap. Love Schwap in my
And
sword.
absentmindedly scritching Draco.
Yeah.
with his other hand.
Aw, that's such a cute little thing.
Draco.
And I guess we'll fade out there.
Alright.
That's
What
fine.
happened to our?
And we know
people
they
in
got away
town?
though. He didn't
Oh, they
kill them
lived.
off.
Fletcher didn't kill him this time. Nice.
Yeah, they lived.
Maybe we'll
They
Yes!
only lost everything.
They only lost their
Gosh.
entire. Do you
I
think?
think it was Panook.
Did Panook
I
spirit
think
bomb the
that's-
city?
I don't
real-
think
real
it's
quick,
spirit, maybe
let's
energy.
I think he
play the
ended-
outro
Oh.
That would be cool.
I think it was him.
save
Sure.
our
Because he said,
Theo
gather
Rising.
everyone.
Get out. Yeah.
And he
That's
said, no,
risky.
bring everyone to the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the real intro.
Totally. Yeah, I think that he's
Fire.
capable of that.
Fire.
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 The fire lived in harmony.
Fire.
I was gonna do some earthbending while we were the other guys. I just forgot.
Oh,
'cause
shoot,
you
you
never
could've bent.
earthbend. Yeah. Forgot too.
I never
You never
earthbends
earthbend.
anymore.
Palakli never earthbends anymore. It's so sad.
No, I just forgot. I'm used to
Alright,
this. Sword.
Yeah.
Kill, murder,
Kill.
kill, murder,
Real
kill,
quick
kill.
For the people
Boing, boing, boing.
listening, stay tuned after our credits for a recap and discussion of the episode.
There's a voice you should use.
Our show is, well, that wouldn't be good for Tongi. You guys are going to be with him for a
That
long
would
time.
be
That would be
amazing
great. What are you
for
talking about?
Tommy.
Yeah,
Hero.
make Tangi kind of like
Goofy.
I'll think
yeah.
about it. Our
He's a
show
teacher.
is written and produced by myself, Fletcher Todd. It is edited by Shay Pint and myself. Our cast is Joseph Flannery as Khan, Molly Todd as Rhea, and Shay Pint as Varu. Special thanks to Shannon Flannery for her enduring donation of most of our equipment. Special thanks to Tim Pint for donating our cameras. And special thanks to Nate Todd for his contributions to the narrative. The show is produced by fans of the Avatar universe, and we are in no way affiliated with Nickelodeon or Avatar Studios or any other rights holders of The Last
Except
Airbender
for me.
or
Say it faster.
Legend of Korra. Recap.
But if you want us to be, we would love to be.
Please
Yeah, please.
contact
Hire
us.
us.
Do it.
Hire Fletcher,
And me.
Shay, and Molly. I'm good.
And
I like.
Joe.
And I would just
Well, I like my
Hire
job.
us.
I like my job a lot.
That's true. That's true.
What do you guys think?
Uh,
Or go back to your theories.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
theories.
dude, it was Pinoc though, for sure,
It's
right?
gotta be because they said Molly said get everybody to the
Thing, and that's where it was.
yeah, and that's where it emanated
he-
from.
Freaking smoked all those
Yeah.
soldiers.
Yeah.
Like I get, like he was trying to really like put them at a.
And he did say at the beginning of the episode, like, what do you think we should do with his conversation with Tong Ying? And he was like,
But he displayed so many people.
yeah.
And like.
That's kind of
ruined
like a
this whole
weird,
city.
like, maybe he is capable of that. Like, the whole morally gray thing, like what we learned
That is
during...
very morally gray.
We
Yeah.
all know that the next Avatar is gonna like hit. So isn't there the theory where like, oh, like in an Avatar's life, their biggest regret is then what the next Avatar like makes their life goal to be or whatever.
Oh,
Like
that's
how
interesting.
Aang's biggest regret was he let all the airbenders die.
Yeah.
And that's how Korra fixed
Brings
it.
all the airbenders
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So this guy's biggest
this
regret might be
it might
That he
blowing.
blowing
didn't
up
destroy Wally.
an entire.
That's
Yeah.
his biggest regret. I hate Wally. It's
Or-
my least favorite place. They had a terrible
Or
guest service at
maybe-
the hotel.
He'll rebuild it.
Rather than being guilty about it, maybe
That's funny.
he thinks it was justified. Like he's not sorry about it.
I need an explanation.
That's very
I-
exciting.
It is.
We
This
we
is a
meet
big
Pinook.
development.
Hey, did you
Hey,
blow
by the way,
up
did you
Wally?
blow up Wally? But the
Here,
thing is
I
that our
would-
characters don't know that.
I know even if there was like fairly overwhelming evidence,
You would
Probably not.
Khan
not
would be
think
like,
that.
he would never do that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
for
Even if he
sure.
admitted to it. What if we ask him? He's like, oh
No,
yeah,
He
if
was
he-
forced to
if,
do
if
it.
he admitted to it, he would just make excuses for him.
Yeah, of course.
Khan will always be simping for
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Pinook.
He's got rose tinted glasses.
He really does.
Can do no wrong. But so, oh yeah, I think last episode the trader, Tang Yi had a slightly different voice, and maybe it was just because
Because he was beat to
ill.
a pulp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was beaten. But like, if you are not satisfied with the voice, like I'm not gonna care if you
Yeah.
change it.
Change it.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiny Tim or little Larry.
My name's Tony. This one actually.
Swinging a
back.
sword.
He's back. Yeah, that's how he swings the sword of the four elements.
sword spit that I turn and I kill people with it, and my name is
Oh.
But like make it,
I forgot how
like
much I miss little Larry.
he was really wisecracking when he was a prisoner. So like
Yeah, well, you guys kept asking him about his destroyed city this
that's
time.
true.
so-
It's
Oh,
kind of
he
sad.
didn't have
It
much.
was
Kind of a
less
bummer.
funny.
Yeah.
But he hung out with Draco. He's a nice
Yeah,
character.
he's a nice guy.
I like him.
I think
so
he
yeah.
fits well with the group.
He's kind of the
If he had like a cow, like a
Dirty.
cowboy accent,
that would.
if he was like
you squeal
like a pig.
squeal
Yeah.
like a pig.
No.
Wow, the censors should probably get remove that part. This is not Deliverance. I think maybe like what's the Looney Tunes character? Is it Buffalo Bill? No, that's from Silence of the Lambs.
I was gonna say that is definitely not.
Well, you could just give him Buffalo Bill. If he's like, hi, my name's Tony.
No, don't do that either.
Sounds like a bad Snape.
Could be.
Potter. Have you guys seen the memes
Oh, no.
where it's like Draco Malfoy winding up to say Potter, and it's somebody just going like this.
Yeah. Water.
Potter.
Good.
Yeah, you can mess around with it. No one's gonna care or mind. Rather.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, actually his voice
how he
was different
sounded.
last time. It's just like
Maybe
I'll
I'll just hire a voice actor when this is all
Yeah.
done.
It's just
you can
the-
dub over the lines.
It's actually not. There's some people who do that. They record like full sessions at the table, and then they go back in and post and
I'm
really
the type of person that
tighten
would.
up the
Yeah,
script.
you
You should look at some of the podcasts like that. They're really cool.
It's like when you listen to an audiobook and there's actually different narrators for different characters. I'm like, what the heck? What was the funding like for this book? Anyways, yeah, we didn't die this time. You threw us
Huzzah.
another. You did a Star Wars thing, and I think it worked again. I thought it was cool that we were going back and forth, and stuff that we would learn in the flashback. We would then actually live and walk through in the present. But I wish that we could have, like, maybe we should have just talked to him more. Like, I want our characters to know about the bombing rather than him just saying, like, oh, I was out of the city, I couldn't tell. I wanted, like...
Maybe if Vara opens up to him, he'll open up to
Well,
us.
here, that's the thing, is that I was going to say at the end of this episode, like, hey, man, I'm sorry about the way I acted, like, as if we had grown closer,
I mean,
but
he
we hadn't grown
described
closer.
it to you like I did.
Yeah. But so I didn't
I
feel
just
any
wanna know
closer
his
to it.
theories.
So, yeah,
Like,
maybe
if
he was the
Pinnock
kind of
told him what he was
guy.
gonna do.
Well, he didn't because we were there for what he told him. But maybe, I mean, I don't know how long Tang Yi knew Pinnock, so maybe he didn't think he was the kind of guy to do that, so it didn't even
Couple
cross
years,
his mind.
right? A year.
He said until Wally.
Where did the war start?
It's probably been somewhere between 6 months and a year.
Okay.
They met each other around then, right?
Yeah. Boop, boop.
I'm sorry, I'm texting my dad on my computer.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Molly. Have a good life.
Okay.
Live long, prosper.
Mm-hmm.
Any new theories about Rhea?
Well, her dad's not dead, so she
Dad's
didn't.
not dead.
She didn't Agni Kai her dad. I'm glad we got that today.
I think it's something. What was I saying earlier? I left the idea with Dad. Oh, I thought that maybe like she accidentally killed Tenny. Like maybe she was firebending and then he like got in the way of her blast or something.
Kill Tenny.
Something.
I don't think so.
Something dramatic like that, but like something to make her feel so guilty about
But you guys
using
think
it.
it's one thing, one event that happened?
No, I think it could be like if this is how firebending is like you know the guy that bless
Oh
you.
my god.
That's what my sword sounds like. Just through the air. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that episode where Aang is really impatient about learning firebending from the guy that used to be Zhao's mentor.
What was that guy's name?
I can't remember his
John.
name. John, yeah. So I think something like him where like, you know, water is, you know, moving and healing and air is flowing and earth is solid. And he's like, fire is destruction, like fire is chaos. And I think that there was a time, like over time, you were like, this is too much. Like, this is not making me feel good about my abilities. Like after a while, it's just making me feel like maybe this is not a gift, but a curse sort of a thing. And so she kind of is warding it off for as long as whatever. But who knows?
Wait, what's the name of book one?
Past.
So we're in the past.
I don't know.
We're not. No, we're not in the past. It's happening.
Past.
But maybe we're just living out the
Present.
past. Future.
All-
Extra future. Long ago.
Future plus.
This
Future
time with
extreme.
more future.
Extra large.
I don't know why I like that so much.
Yeah. How about this?
What is that?
Can you hear it fizzing?
I can. It's weird.
Anyways.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Do, 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 do. Kitty.
Night.
Why is there hand sanitizer in a little tiny mug?
That's a good question. For drinking.
For drinking?
Bottoms up.
If you ain't drinking, you ain't thinking. That's what my mom always said.
Yeah. How much of this episode did you have to just kind of like come up with? Or did you have a pretty good plan?
I had the first 2 acts pretty done. Third
Mhm.
act I didn't have as done.
Okay.
It was a short episode this week.
Yeah. It was because we started later and we're just done at 9:30.
I'm okay with these episodes being short because there's so many.
But even shorter than usual.
Oh, really? How long do we usually go?
4 hours. We've been,
Oh,
like,
and this was
gone
like 3.
maybe.
It's like 3.5.
I think we've only gone about 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It felt longer, I think, because of combat. Combat makes it feel longer.
It was a longer combat than usual, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more enemies.
Mm-hmm.
but there wasn't as much anywhere else.
Yeah.
How was combat? It was sort of a wave defense kind of thing.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun. My only thing
I
was,
actually really enjoyed
since
that.
I just leveled up, I was excited to use my new
Yeah.
5th level forms.
Well,
But since I wasn't me, I couldn't use them. And a lot of mine are getting more and more specific to water and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't really have a lot of earth compatible ones. Also, does this count? Because usually we level up every other episode, but since our characters didn't really do much, does it? Because it was a
you
flashback.
wouldn't level up this week anyways.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying, does it count as
Yeah, it
one?
counts.
Okay.
I feel like it's not really as much about
Experience.
how much we've done. It's
Yeah.
like you just try to keep progression
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to have some crazy boss fights or anything.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What did you think? What are your thoughts? Takeaways?
I wasn't crazy about how it was going.
Why not?
Just combat or the whole story?
I don't know, the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I think.
Maybe it's a filler episode, you know?
But it was supposed to have these really interesting, parallels between the past and the present.
Crash and present.
And I just don't know if I had enough time to prepare them to
Yeah.
make it feel as cool as it should have been.
What
Okay.
would you have wanted to put into it?
I don't know. I just feel like there could have been more for you and your characters to do, because like your past characters, because you rocked up to the house and you fought and then that was it.
Is this one that you named late in the game? Because I remember before, at like the first or second episode, you were saying like, yeah, I know the titles to like at least the first
Well,
whatever.
I didn't know any. This was one of the episodes that I didn't know anything about.
And that's what I'm saying.
until
'Cause-
until I was writing last week, or
Yeah.
the trader.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, we should go back to Wally
Yeah.
and spend some time there.
Because you made a joke the first or second episode about how, like, since I don't have a name for that, guess which one is the filler episode? And I'm wondering if it was probably this one. In which case, that's fine. We still had fun. It doesn't need to be the heaviest thing, if you weren't
Well,
clear on the ideas.
it didn't need to be a filler episode.
Yeah.
Filler implies that it doesn't have a purpose.
And it did have a purpose. We got to know Tong Yi a little more, and we got to know what happened, kind of what happened to Wally, a little bit more of ideas or
Yeah, I don't know, man. It
conspiracies.
was pretty worth it to see Wally get spirit bombed.
That was really cool.
That was pretty intense.
Also, my favorite part of the game, learning next week's title.
I've been
Oh.
going back and forth.
Maybe we can help you decide.
Well, you don't know what it's about, so you don't know what a better title is.
Whatever
I'm just
sounds
gonna
cool.
go with the Tomb.
The
The
tomb.
Tomb.
Yeah.
Necromancy.
Undead shit.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What was your other one?
The Tomb of the. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'm going for a good name here.
I think the Tomb is good because you have the camp, the 21st Adventure, the Odd Couple, the Trader.
It's
The
true to
Tomb.
how Avatar episodes are titled,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean it's very interesting.
I like it. The Tomb.
The tomb.
The Summoning Hawk. The only one that doesn't have a the in front of it is Dust and Dirt and Tsuchigumo.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tsuchigumo.
Yeah,
It's a fun name.
it is. So I've written more notes for this one than, the camp I had.
You wrote
Some
more
notes.
notes for this
Dust
episode?
and Dirt,
really?
yeah.
What'd you write?
I said we're going to Juding. Blade of the Four Elements. Past Avatar trying to make a material with all four elements. Is that correct?
Or simultaneously bending
Yeah.
all four.
A few forged. Panook destroyed Wally? Question mark. And that's it. But usually I don't write as much. Usually it's just names. But yeah.
What'd you take notes on for the most part?
Well, that one was just what the Blade of the Four Elements was, because that was really cool. Yeah, all these are just names. Missing people every night except when it rains. That was Tsuchigumo. The camp I wrote, re-education camp in Juding. Oh, cool, that's good to know. Smaller camp base in forest. Guard prisoner from wall. higher places to observe one wall, creek with no wall. So that's actually good to go back to because I forgot that the re-education camp from the first episode that we were going to infiltrate is in Juding, which we are still heading towards.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have remembered that.
Dave, I never use XP to progress because because just when it feels right, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to give them the.
We tried it with Star Wars.
Yes.
But it was
it
too
just
slow.
takes a lot. God damn it. Your games just like need to have so much more like XP content in them. And you have to figure out other ways to give your characters XP. You got to calculate XP for like conversation. You got to calculate it. It's just like if I would have just have them level up this game anyway, because I'd be figuring out how to give them enough stuff. Like
Right.
This story has 36 episodes, and that's it.
everything, all 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's 12 episodes per season.
Okay.
So it'll have 36 sessions, and that's it. So if we're not at 20th level by then, there's no chance to be. Because we're not,
You
going to go back to these characters.
Right. You just need us to.
So, doing the math, if you level every 2 episodes, then you'll be at level 18 by the end. And I may pepper in a couple extra level ups so that you're at 20 by the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you actually want us to get to like epic?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never been to level 20.
Well, that's,
Be kind of exciting.
If these were characters that we would just play forever,
You would take it a little
with
bit
no-
slower.
well, I think that the leveling by XP works if you can potentially have enough sessions to get to there anyways. But if I know that we're only going to have 36 sessions ever with these characters, then I know when you have to be at max, when you have to be at 20 by in order to have a chance to actually play it.
Because you said that after we're done with these characters, we're not going to come back to this again. Like, that is the end. So it would make sense to have a very specific, like, why not level them up to be the highest they can be if we're never going to have them again?
Right.
We're not going to roll into the next season right after this, are we?
No, I need time.
Okay.
I gotta
That's what I thought.
think of it. And I mean, I have to know where you guys are at the end to come up with a good plan for the next season.
But we will be. I mean, I think you will have control over what the end is going to be. It's not going to be like up to us, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like as far as it might be good to have episodes that are working off of where your characters are emotionally, rather than.
Baru's working through an emotional arc right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
And if I can look at where you guys are at the end of this season, it'll emotionally, which is up to you guys, that'll give me insight into how to do next season. Also, your plans might be different than how I think the characters are going to react. So it'll help structure the arc of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry I shut Tong Yi down. I
think that was on brand for you, though.
Yeah, I don't think that she's ready to have a heart-to-heart
Yeah, I'm
with
okay with
anybody. Unless it's, like, least of all, somebody who's not in her group. But, like, I didn't mean that as an affront to you. I think eventually I want her to get there, which is what I was saying earlier. Like, I was going to have at the end of the episode something like, I'm sorry about before, I'm just really confused right now. But, like, that doesn't make sense because there was no moment of us bonding with Varro and Tong Yi.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm just not going to do it this episode. Like,
Well,
it
you have
would,
more episodes.
yeah, it would work out better if her and Tong Yi have to work through something together or have, like, like Zuko adventures or whatever, in order for her to open up. I think she's very kind of traumatized about everything. So she's certain it like you said, Joseph, it wouldn't be on brand for her to talk
Yeah.
to this guy like emotionally right off the bat. So I'm sorry if you had some cool, interesting stuff there. I'm so
No,
curious
I
as a
mean,
player to hear it, but I don't think it
I
makes
don't
sense.
get to
for
role play, with the deep stuff
Yeah.
much.
But
so-
hold on to that because I do want it as a player. I was like, "Ooh, I want to hear that so bad." But
Here's what you
as a character, it just doesn't work yet.
Here's what I think you can do though is you can let that be a moment where Varu was like really conflicted that she didn't open up,
Yeah.
and maybe that drives her towards dealing with that later.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think it's. I think she's still like repressing everything, but
Yeah, for sure.
if you want, I think an interesting character development direction. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your character, but
No,
I
but-
think an interesting character development direction, and it seems that you're trying to go this way, is like her opening up. Like that would be
For sure.
That would be like a huge hurdle to jump. That's
Yeah.
like always awesome character development.
And before all of this happened, she was more fun-loving and happy. Like, I'm trying to think of a good
Yeah.
example, but like maybe Zuko in the flashbacks where he's, with his mom and he's having fun and he's smiley.
Exactly.
But all we know about Varu, or all you guys know without my backstory, or what I haven't told you, is just she's really moody. Like, what's up with this girl?
She is hella moody. It's
Right.
true.
And I'm fine with that right now
Sad
because
girl.
it doesn't mean that she's a bad person. She's just working through stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't know how long that's going to be. So I'm glad to have it an arc, I don't think that she's mean. I just think that she's being very frank, very blunt. So thank you for posing that. And I'm excited to get there, but not yet.
We are not going to be doing Avatar seasons back to back. We'll do something else in between. What do we want to do in between? Do we want to do another Forgotten Realms, or
I'm down.
I mean, I couldn't do a Star Wars right away, but do we want to do a Forgotten Realms and then a Star Wars and then Avatar, or?
I mean, we'll see
Yeah,
how
let's see
many
how people-
in between.
Yeah, let's see how people feel. I mean, depending on how everybody feels about the characters they want to play. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope you wouldn't feel super offended if we asked for Avatar as opposed to Star Wars.
I'm gonna be in a Star Warsy mood because
The
Are you-
Bad Batch
there's
is
a
going
Star
to
Wars
Then,
show
then
coming
maybe
out.
then maybe you want to do Star Wars.
But
and
maybe
we'll
it doesn't have to
respond
be
that.
a long season thing. Like, maybe it could just be 5 episodes like we used to.
Oh, it would be for Star Wars. That's
Yeah.
the
Because it's weird to think that normally at this point we would be done with the story. Like,
Mm-hmm.
our arcs only go to like 7 episodes, 7 or
Yeah.
8.
For Star Wars, I think 2 episodes of beginning, 2 episodes of middle, and 2 episodes of end.
Yeah.
That's a good arc for those.
Or
that felt right.
We can ask
for
Molly if
Number
she
Retreat.
has any ideas for a one shot. I am begrudgingly accruing ideas. I don't feel
I told her that's all I
comfortable.
want for my birthday is for her to DM.
I don't know if I'm going to have it by your birthday,
That
but
would be awesome.
I just want that's the present. You do it when you're ready, but that's the
yes,
present.
I am
I
currently
want-
thinking about ideas.
I want you to do it.
I know you do.
It would take time, but I think you'll be able to get there.
Yeah, I'm just so worried. I don't think I can just make things up and act confident about it. Like if you guys say something that I'm not prepared for, I'm not the best person to go like, oh yeah, okay, let's just do this instead.
To
Like,
improv it?
yeah,
Really? You don't think so?
I can improv as a character just fine. I don't think I can lead you guys in a direction that I had sort of planned for you if it's not what exactly I planned. So I am thinking about doing something like in a mansion or in single rooms.
Yeah. We can
So
have
you
all the
guys
rooms planned out.
don't like go to the shops when I'm not prepared for it or whatever. Also, there's going to be limited like NPCs. We'll see.
So one thing that Shay and I have talked about is she has expressed interest in wanting to play a different type of character for one of these. Just
For one of
I just thought it was interesting. I'm not
she wants
tired of
to
any
she wants
character.
to right, but if we do something else, something a little more scoundrelly, a little less
Well,
less
something
of a
less voice of reason-y. I think I do voice of
Yeah.
reason a lot. And I want to try to do like maybe a greedy person or maybe a snobby person or
so
somebody that isn't going to be the one in the group that is like, well, let's think about this. What's the plan? Like, I kind of want to just be the, off the rails one and less humanoid.
And Molly
too.
has also said that, like in Forgotten Realms, she was expressing interest in doing something other than Mabel in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a potential request from you.
Hit me.
it's a Kinor prequel where
Yes.
I go back to first level.
Yes.
They roll first level characters, whatever they want, and then it's like if she's a scoundrel or like a greedy person, it's like a Suicide Squad, and they're stuck with me doing.
And
an
you're
adventure.
in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Which is such a fun city for. Fuck yeah, let's absolutely.
Because that would give us
Yeah.
backstory or
So you're still
about
cool hanging
Kinor.
with Kinor.
I would love to, and I'd take him back to first level so I can be at the same
That's
level as
great.
them. That would be
That's
super
great.
fun,
That's
and we
great.
can explore
Oh.
how he was.
Because we don't
before.
even know
Yeah, it
his.
could be Suicide Squad because I feel like Kinor was actually kind of fucking evil
Yeah,
before. So you're like the righteous evil asshole, and they're like actually kind of evil.
could be your minions
is
or
amazing.
whatever.
In the new Suicide Squad, there's a character called Peacemaker, and it's John Cena, and he has
Yeah,
a line where
yeah.
he says, "I just want peace, and I don't care how many people I have to kill to get it."
Yeah, that's so great.
What a good line.
That's,
I just want
that's
justice.
Kinor. That,
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that sounds fantastic. Yes,
So-
let's do that. Waterdeep is a great universe.
We haven't really done a city.
Urban. No, we have not done an urban adventure. So, okay, all right, that's what we'll do next then.
All right.
I've been.
Hopefully
getting-
Molly's cool with that.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause she was
gets-
saying she
gets
wanted
a
to do
new-
something
She
with
gets a new
people.
character.
I'd
I
also
think
be
she'll have fun
down
with
with like you did cyberpunk, you know, like something like that, or another genre that we haven't even tried yet. I don't care. Like if it's a one-off, Molly might want to try something, or you know, I'm totally cool with whatever. So
that. Yeah, I'm super down to be back in the Forgotten Realms or to try something else. I think I'd probably rather do Forgotten Realms, but you
Yeah.
know, we could also do whatever. I just trying to think about what else we could use as a RPG.
I keep Fletcher and I
So
are.
many.
Well, I'm rewatching Buffy. You're watching Buffy for the first time, and Buffy is one of my favorite shows next to Hannibal. And I was thinking this would be a really great world to do a role-playing game in, but nobody would know. Like it would be all of you guys are
But here's
Molly,
my thing.
not really
it's not
knowing
like
the world.
in Star Wars. You can't live in the world of Star Wars and not understand Star Wars as a character. Your character can't exist in that world and not understand
Yeah.
how it works.
It would
You
just be
can
hard,
live in the
like-
world of Buffy and not know anything about vampires or
Yes.
evil or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the characters at the beginning of the show didn't
So,
know anything
yeah.
about it. So
That's
as
true.
a setting, I could be the character that knows,
Because you have a
and
little bit more
and
knowledge
Molly and
on
Joseph
it.
can just be, the characters that have no clue and they need it explained to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be super into that
I
actually.
could think about that. That one seems a little harder just because it's more open-ended, and that would have to be me kind of making stuff up, but let's, we'll see.
Jay, I don't know if you saw the Dave's talking.
Yeah, I'm looking.
What's he saying?
That his wife DM'd for birthday about 6 months late. That's probably going to be me. And then he said she was pretty nervous as the players had been gaming since the 80s. My wife used a mod, so she had a base. She learned a lot. And part of me is thinking, like, there's that new book out, like the Candlekeep Mysteries or whatever,
Oh yes.
which look really
and
cool.
get that really cool cover.
That cover,
We went
oh
to
my
this
god, it was so pretty.
this new store we found, and the store itself was
Fine.
not the greatest vibe. They had a bunch of cool toys, collectibles, that
what
kind of
was this
stuff.
place called?
Something collectibles. It's over by the Egan Target.
Okay.
In that strip mall. It's been hiding there for a long time. I only just noticed it.
But we usually notice it after we have groceries, and then we're like, we have milk in the back. Like, we can't
So we can't
just...
stop in.
Is it very near a GameStop and a Panda Express?
No, I know where you're talking about. It's over by a movie theater and Walgreens and Taco Bell and
Yes.
Lian Chin.
Leanne Chin and a Burger King.
Yeah.
It's another toy store with like kind of a grody vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's cool
But
stuff.
There's super cool stuff. Yeah.
they had all sorts of the out of print D&D stuff.
Oh sweet.
No 3.5 player's handbook, which we were still looking for.
Rip.
But since we're gonna switch to
edition
fifth
anyway.
edition, yeah. So we talked about this, Dave. I don't know if you care, but we have been working off a what would you call that, homebrew of
Homebrew
3.5.
3.5 mod.
It's not worth it. Everything's in a PDF and it's
I'd
just
rather have the
difficult.
physical books.
Yeah, we have fifth edition
edition's
books.
so
We can just
good,
do it.
too.
So we're gonna switch to 5th edition after this season. We're gonna just rebuild the characters with 5th edition stuff.
No problem.
Let's. But yeah, so they had all sorts of old books from
And
3.5.
they had a really cool cover for the Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yeah.
Like instead of the regular like D&D cover with like the art, it was like it looked like a tome. It was like kind of a matte red and it had like gold like swirls on it. It looked really cool.
That's cool.
But if I DM'd, I don't know if like part of the fun of DMing for me would be writing the story.
Yeah.
So I don't
you could just
necessarily
use it for inspiration.
Yeah. So we didn't get it because I didn't think that I wanted to
They also
do that. But
had the Star Wars book that we use.
No
yeah,
way.
that was really funny.
You didn't pick it up?
Nah, it was like $30. Well, my birthday's coming up. Someone else. will
Yeah.
get it for
You
me.
tell me where to go. I'll do it.
It is called Cedar Cliff Collectibles. It is Cliff Lake Center is the strip mall in Eagan. So yeah, lots of
Just meet up with
cool
Dave there
toys, but
sometime.
it was just a tiny little thing. And the guy we were just looking around, and the guy says, "You guys ready to check out?" And I said, "I don't think we found anything today, but thank you." And he just stopped talking.
He was like, "Oh, you're not buying anything," and then just
Right.
stopped interacting.
Not worth his time.
Okay, sorry.
Whatever, dude.
That sucks.
But yeah, Fletcher and I have been more and more wanting to eventually like open up our own nerd shop / like.
Pizzeria.
Well, that would be fun. You could be next door with the pizzas, and we could have all the collectibles and books and stuff. But like, legitimately, something that I think would be so cool and fulfilling.
Yeah.
The more and more like nerdom has become a part of like our lives. I just want, and I love collecting things. We both love collecting nerdy things that like represent our, interests. And I already love antique stores. I love Gold Rush, Marigold Days. Just I love that kind of stuff. So that is kind of a beautiful, marriage of the two things because they're really old toys sometimes or really old books or whatever. And I just want to, like, do I need a business degree? Let's open up a shop
I don't think you do.
and just buy stuff.
I mean,
and
you
then,
don't need it, but it might help to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But no one's going to be like, "Do you have a
No.
business degree?"
right.
Then no loans.
Then no. But, like, and Fletcher was saying, like,
Oh, look at
having...
this. First review on that place says, "Staff are rude, to put it mildly."
Yeah,
Wow,
that's...
hell yeah.
Well, we experienced that.
That's too bad.
You were saying?
Yeah, another part of it would be, like, an area for, like, kids to do homework after school, have, like, a little...
Yeah, just be the spot.
Yeah, like a vending machine or something so they can get snacks and just, like, sit down with their friends if they want to play D&D there or Magic or whatever. Just have a space for people to just, like, sit and hang out. I want that so bad. I genuinely want to do that.
Fortunately, there are a lot of really amazing local game stores.
Yeah.
So those things exist. One of my favorite ones in downtown Minneapolis, Level Up Games, is expanding like significantly. They've just added a whole other game room, so I think they're getting ready to start inviting people back soon.
Did you, when you were in Mankato, did you go to Dork Den?
Not last time, but the week before I went to Dork Den.
Okay.
I went to Dork Den and also the old, what used to be a Double Play, but now it's like Hero Games or something like that.
Okay.
I just went to Dork Den to buy some like Magic the Singles and
Yeah.
see how they're doing.
Magic the Singles.
Magic the Singles.
Yeah.
Instead of Magic the Gathering,
Instead of
there's
Magic
just
the Gathering,
one, just Magic the Singles.
You get
Solitaire
you get
edition.
one card. But I think game stores have done well this,
Yeah,
over the
I think so
last-
too.
It's too bad that they can't be that hangout spot, which I
Yeah.
think that they all want to
That's
be.
the
I mean, they
best
have the
part.
tables. It's clearly what they want.
That is by far the best part of the local game stores is going there to play D&D or Magic or
Not that it would really
Warhammer.
work for us since we have our setup that we need. But
Yeah.
I
My
think
favorite places are Nerdin' Out. There's one in Rochester and there's one in Invergrove Heights, right? And they have, because they have magic cards and stuff, but they're not, it's mostly just like collectibles and trinkets and books and, action figures
Yeah.
and some gaming systems. There's some comics there too, but like, I'm not as intrigued as the nerd shop, of the nerd shops that are just like comics and minis. It's good to go there when we're looking for minis, but then there's nothing for me to like look at and buy.
Yeah, right.
And since I don't read comics or many comics, I'm not gonna flip through them.
Comics are great.
I read the Avatar one and something else. Like there was a Buffy one that my brother used to have.
Those are the only comics you've read?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Do you like to read?
Yeah, and every time I've read comics, I'm like, this is great. I love
They're
this.
amazing.
I just
cannot
like
believe
zoom
you
through
haven't-
them.
Yeah.
And also,
Comics
I
go so
read some
fast.
of my Abigail had like this weird. Actually, I think it was Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I love Umbrella
which is really
Academy.
cool.
Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy's great.
But yeah, I haven't.
That blows my mind. There is so much
Yeah.
amazing graphic novel art out there. Read Bone, man.
I know, Fletcher, you've
Love
read Bone.
You've read Bone, right? God, Bone is so good.
Yeah.
I don't remember hardly any of it though, because I was young when I read it.
I lost my copy. I want to get a new one and read it again because it's
Yeah.
a beautiful fantasy story. It's, dude, I can't think of many things that rival Lord of the Rings like Bone. Like Bone.
Really interesting.
Dude, Bone is up there as one of the great works of fantasy epic. Like, and it has all these like sub themes of like weird old timey like cartooning. Like the main characters are like Felix the Cat looking cartoon.
They do look, yeah,
they're
a
like
little bit like
goofy cartoons, but then they're in this like crazy high fantasy world. It's very cool. Scott Pilgrim's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
comic book series of all time.
I think I'm just afraid of getting into something that I know I would like.
That's the worst thing I've ever
I
heard.
know. I'm
scared I'll like it. What? You
Yeah, I'm
definitely will
afraid
like
of
it.
things that I think that I would love because I know that I'm just gonna get like attached to. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm occupying so much. Like it would take up so much of my energy, and I'm like I don't even want to start. But I know that I should. It's like when you're about to jump into a new TV show. It's like I've never watched this before. I'll probably like it, but it takes a lot more energy because like you have to pay. I don't know. It's goofy, and I know, but
I go in phases.
Yeah.
I sort of indulge all the things that I like
Yeah.
in waves. Like usually once a summer, I'll spend maybe like 3 weeks on my off days, like drinking wine on a patio and reading comic books.
Yeah.
Like that's
and that sounds really
it's
nice.
it's so great. And I'm literally the only person I see do this crap. Just like have a couple drinks at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and read like
And read comics.
like East of West by
Yeah.
I can't remember the authors of that. I really want to read Invincible.
Okay.
I've heard it's by Scott Kirkman, the guy who did Walking Dead,
Oh, okay.
which I also really enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's that Amazon show now that I
Oh no,
cannot recommend enough. J.K. Simmons and Stephen Yeun play like superheroes.
Really cool cast.
And it has an insane cast actually.
Yeah.
It's got oh frickety frick, who's the guy who plays Spock in the new Star Trek movies?
Oh yeah, he's in Hannibal too. Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto is a character in it. William Goggins
Oh, cool.
from like Hateful Eight is in it.
And Motorcycle Show.
Motorcycle Show?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Okay. Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
I watched some of it because it was my best friend's favorite TV show, so I genuinely did watch
Oh,
at
hell
least
yeah.
like 3 seasons of it.
Nice. I think I did watch the first season of it.
Yeah.
Who's the woman from Futurama? She's in it, right?
Lauren Tom or Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
Who Katie Seagal is who?
She's
Leela.
Leela. And she's also, did you ever watch that old Disney movie? Not Monster House. The house that was, just look up Katie Seagal. I don't
Smart
know.
House.
Smart House, yeah. That's the first thing that I ever saw her in. Also,
my
Katie
mom's
Seagal.
a robot and she's also a house.
Yes. And Katie Seagal, is that what you're saying with Sons of Anarchy? Because she's the mom in that?
No, it was
Oh, she's in the cast.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought you were saying, oh, Sons of Anarchy.
I'm
Katie
just,
Seagal is in
I'm
that.
just. You were talking about people that were in Sons of Anarchy, and I was like, oh, I know someone.
Yes,
Even though I didn't
exactly.
watch it, I know that Futurama lady's in it.
She is in that. Yes.
Dave, if you're gonna go to this place, this Cedar Cliff Collectibles, take a look at their hours though. They're a little off. They're only open till 4 on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and they're open till 7 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But that seems like
Weird.
noon to 4 on
It's just like,
Sunday
you
and
better
Monday.
get here when you-
Yeah, that's like I don't know. Maybe because they're only they open at 10 on Wednesday, and then noon on Sunday and Monday, and then 11 every other day.
Well, I bet
So
they're not a chain, so I bet it's just like a group of people. Like, when can you come in? Nobody can come in the morning? All right, then let's just start at noon or whatever.
Yeah, but it just seems like you're gonna lose customers,
Yeah.
especially on a Sunday, not opening till noon,
Yeah, that's weird.
That's super weird.
and then closing at 4. Like I get closing at 4 on a Sunday, I suppose.
Joseph, do you need us to drive you home, or are you staying here? Like,
Oh no, I'll stay here. That'll
Okay.
make it so much
Do you need
easier.
me to drive you home tomorrow?
So yeah, actually, I want to talk with you. Your dad has offered to help me replace my battery,
Okay.
but that means I need to buy the battery before he gets off work
Mhm.
and get back to my place. Or I guess he could just drive the two of us over. What is your work schedule or your school schedule?
I don't have school tomorrow. I'm done with classes. I just have a paper due on the 7th.
Are you down to help me acquire a battery for my car tomorrow?
Yeah.
Would you take me to Walmart or whatever AutoZone we need to go to?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
AutoZone.
We can stop by this goofy business.
Yes. Yes.
But only between noon and 4.
I will buy you the Star Wars book as a
Works
thank you.
for me.
As a thank you for helping me get the battery.
Thank you, an early birthday. How about that?
There you go. That's what we really need. To
I
do.
wish we would have gotten
You're-
that thing when we were with my dad and Kelly. And I was like, oh, this would be perfect for Joseph, maybe for his birthday. And then I forgot that
I
your
don't
birthday was
remember
in
what it was.
May, and I'm like, I should have just gotten it. But
You could just get me and Fletcher a joint present that involves like
A joint?
nerds.
weed,
Weed.
marijuana.
Oh, could you guys weed? No.
I cannot fucking smoke weed anymore. That scares the hell out of me.
Well, you're done with it. No
Um,
more.
I don't remember what it was. Or do you not want to say because you might get it later?
It was a goofy thing.
Was it at Lanesboro?
It was that Amish store.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
I'm
was so
remembering the
goofy.
place. I'm trying to think of what.
It was something goofy about the kitchen. Like, it was just like a cloth, but it had like
Okay.
some really goofy phrase on the front, like "He's my kitchen boy" or something like he's the little chef, like something really goofy.
Good.
And I was like, oh my god, Joseph should proudly display this. And I just didn't get it.
For Christmas, two of my friends got me a pink apron
Yeah.
with like these Andy Warhol looking like pop
Oh.
art designs on it,
Mhm.
and it says in big text, "Bitch, I am the secret ingredient."
Yeah. That's
It
so
doesn't fit
good.
me very well, but like I still wear it when
Yeah.
they come over because I think it's
Good.
hilarious.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
It's safety pin it.
It's very. And they gave it to me so I can wear it.
Yeah.
Otherwise I wouldn't have bought that for myself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that it for the
Yeah, I
podcast?
kind of
Any-
forgot.
Any final
is
thoughts
is
on the game today?
Um.
Shay, are you able to rank it yet? Do your scoring?
Probably, but I don't want to offend you.
That
Do it.
just means you're gonna rank it low.
It's probably one above the camp.
Man, you guys
So
really
second-
hate the camp.
Second to
Right,
last.
you do too.
Worst game ever.
You
second
know
last.
the camp was rough.
Fine.
Not for your.
Yeah.
Not your fault.
So it go. Oh well, I have to leave. My thing.
I'm gonna stop ranking them probably now, unless something like gets a third spot. I'm only gonna give you my top 3 from here on out.
All right.
Because otherwise, it's gonna sound like I'm insulting you when I just can't.
He
file
asked
them
me
properly.
specifically for this, so that's the only reason why I'm doing it.
No,
I don't want to hurt your
feelings.
feelings either, but I think some like straight up like this is what I think is good for you or what you said you wanted.
This critique is good for you.
No,
You're gonna
you know what
take
I
it.
mean, right? Like I wouldn't do this
Take
if you
your
didn't
medicine.
want me to.
Every like C and undergrade I got in school, just like this is good.
This
for
is good
you.
for you.
I know I'm ruining your academic career.
So-
This is C.
The Odd Couple, Tsuchigumo, The Summoning Hawk, The Traitor, 21st Adventure, Dust and Dirt, The Camp.
God, you really like The Odd Couple.
Yeah, I thought it was so interesting and creepy. I know, that's the thing.
Yeah, I love having my toenails pulled. Feels great. Feels great.
I love the things that
Yeah,
hurt
I know.
me.
It's great. It's an amazing episode. Fletcher wrote the hell out of it.
Also,
did a
Varu
good
had an arc, so that's a
know.
big part of it. A, cool story. B, character cool stuff. So that's all. But Tsuchigoma was a close second.
Tsuchigoma rocks. I still love it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys like that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad you wrote
I'm
it.
surprised that it's held on so well.
It had like everything that I like in an episode. It had intrigue. It had RP. It had a really awesome like fun, like mentally fun combat. Yeah, it just like did everything, and it felt so like an Avatar episode. Like really, it reminded me of the Summer Solstice episode where he meets
Oh.
Heibai, the panda
Yeah,
spirit. Like,
so we just watched that one.
Tsuchiguma like really feels like
But
that
instead
episode.
it's a spider and they kill
Instead
it.
it's a spider and it kills it. It will kill it.
Dark mode.
As opposed to being a cute panda boy.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little panda boy.
Well, I guess the only thing I have to say,
Is
the only
goodbye.
thing I have left is if anyone ever wants to catch up on these episodes in their raw format, like we have on Twitch, they are all uploaded to YouTube. If we're ever not live, but you just want to get that sweet us time,
That sweet
us.
feel free to head on over to www.youtube.com and then search for us, TLC Tabletop Role Playing Group.
Come on down.
Our thumbnail should be the same, so hopefully it's easy to find.
Also, we're on Twitch. And
Also, we're on Twitch. I mean, just mean like
Yeah.
you know the videos go away after 2 weeks. So, but everything is archived on well, not everything since like the last couple episodes of our last Forgotten Realms campaign
And,
is archived there.
wherever podcasts are found.
Yeah, but I just mean like they're
Oh,
not up
watching.
they're not updated yet.
Gotcha.
You know, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So thanks for
Thanks, you
tuning in. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye, Dave.
Bye,
It's been fun.
Dave. Thanks for tuning in.